All right? Okay, listen to the radio. We'll let them know when it comes on. Okay. Bye-bye.
What's he want?
He wanted to know when the game was going to come on.
Oh.
You've got a lot of pressure on you, John. I got people calling me already when they know when that game's coming on.
As you look at Matt's hat, he has a hat with a bull on the back. What team that is? I don't know. It might be a team down in the area too.
That's true.
High school team.
Matt Asher worked himself out. He didn't be able to get through this semester and think about having to dip into his college fund with his grandparents.
As my luck would have it, this thing's running an update. As my luck would have it, this is running an update. I went to turn it back on. I'm trying to get it reconnected with
Should be a pretty
Mike.
large one tonight. We also have a ticket for a game ball, a Northern Cambria helmet, and also a set of rip-off tickets. Rip-off, scratch-off tickets. Rip-offs, I guess you want to call them anyway, huh? That's probably what they are. Anyway, the Northern Cambria band boosters, they have an concession stand open for your convenience, ladies and gentlemen. They should have pizza by now. They also have hamburgers, hot dogs, and a great variety of...
WalbeckInsurance.com. Thank you, Rob Walbeck and the team, for your support of Wildcat football and sponsoring the Coach Page interviews once again this year. And Coach, crazy weather week, much reminiscent of triples that kind of wreaked havoc with your practice schedule. Wednesday, all kind of rain, early dismissals throughout the region. How did that disrupt things? I know you probably had a decent Monday or Tuesday, but Wednesday's always a big day and it was wiped out.
Yeah, we tried to get as much as we could done on Monday and Tuesday. And then, the tail end of Tuesday, some things started coming in weather-wise. But then Wednesday was wiped out, as you said, with a lot of schools. So we had no activities there. We had planned to go to the arena in Indiana Wednesday anyway with the anticipation of the weather. So we pushed that back to Thursday just because I know it would have been tough to get on a solid surface here at school. So, you do what you got to do. I think a lot of teams are in the same boat. Without school Friday morning too, we have the option to bring our kids in and do a little walkthrough that way. So you have to adapt. I mean, it's not ideal. Every coach frets about practice time and being able to get everything in.
So the kids probably weren't happy this morning with getting out of bed?
Well, they need to get out of bed, so we let them sleep a little bit. I mean, you got to give them, I'm sure, there was some fair traffic and stuff like that, and, wanting to go out and, enjoy themselves a little bit. But the game's there. The game's got to be at the forefront.
Well, what did you learn about your team in a tough 23-14 season opening loss against a good Cambria Heights team?
I felt like we competed real hard. It was a very warm, muggy night. It's a first night against a quality opponent. There's a lot unknown when you're just looking at scrimmage tapes and you're going from previous year's experience. We have guys coming back playing their first football in a while that might have been banged up or just new guys. Hats off to them. Good coaching staff, good solid team with some tough kids. But our kids battled. We made critical mistakes. That usually decides the game. Every coach can say that when they lose a relatively close game. So we got a lot of things to shore up there, but there were some good things too.
Well, the majority of those mistakes were on special teams. Pretty much cost you the ball game. Granted, you don't know how things are going to work out,
Right.
Other opportunities that they might get, but when you gift-wrapped 15 points, pretty tough to overcome.
It is, and again, that's a credit to them. They have guys returning those kicks, and, well, not the snap over the head, but they have guys returning the kicks, and that's a testament to their athletes. We need to have guys that are going to break down and get in better position to make those tackles. So, yeah, and even, to go beyond that, we have other situations where the ball's on our half of the field, gives them an easier advantage to score as well. So, certainly things we cleaned up. Hopefully, we put a couple things in strategically as far as our special teams that we hope kind of tilt us a little bit in that favor.
You talk about alignment a lot as we go through a season, mainly defensively, but alignment on special teams is important too. I noticed different drops on with your punter. And I'm assuming you want a consistent drop of 13 yards. Sometimes it's 15. You see that more in the pros, of course.
Yeah.
Was that a mistake on the bad snap where the drop was too deep?
I'm not sure if it was. I mean, we won him about 13, and it was different on a couple times. The snaps are usually good. I mean, our snap guy's he's a good kid. He works hard at it. Just one of those nights. One of them went too far north. One of them went too far south, so to speak, and it didn't work out that way. So it just goes to show you, and we do a full specialty period once a week as far as just snaps and punts and kicks, not the teams themselves. We do that later. But we have that where we want to get as many snaps in as possible. So it's something that's going to come, and it's a first game, and that's, maybe that's part of it too, but it's got to be more consistent.
Coach, we talked on the post-game show last week. Generally speaking, people say week 1 to week 2 is where you see the most improvement. Where would you like to see those improvements occur other than special teams?
Offensive consistency. I mean, all the way around. We have some new people in key spots. We do have some experience, but just trying to, and it comes back with me too, just trying to get a feel for the game and how to call that with different people in their first game. Just some execution type things. And then defensively, we played well at times, but we also gave up some chunk plays, including a touchdown pass. So, those are things that just got to be better all the way around, because I know Northern's going to be better all the way around as well.
Your quarterback play, junior Cole McAnally obviously stepping into huge shoes. You're not going to fill Ben Schmidt's shoes. Will you look to maybe get him involved more this week? He was not a factor in the running game at all. I think that's a big part of your offense. Does that need to happen?
I think so, and I think it will. I think it was, it was a big deal for him being his first varsity start, again against a good team, an aggressive defense that I thought was sound for the most part. I feel like he'll have his opportunities, and he needs to say, hey, I'm gonna take this opportunity. When I have the opportunity to pull and run, I'm gonna do that, because he can help us that way.
Northern Cambria, the opponent tonight, only 2 seniors. I was pretty impressed with what I saw with a largely underclassmen group from Sam Schuette's ball club out at Purchase Line, a 20-14 loss. But I talked to the coach, and I think he's pretty optimistic about the future.
I don't blame him. I think that's a good, hungry young team. I didn't realize 2 seniors till I looked over the weekend, and that's a little bit scary too for opponents. And they really come off the ball offensively. He's got them doing something they weren't doing the last time we played them, which was 2 years ago. But they want to hit you hard with the veer or option type look with the fullback, and then squeeze that quarterback out or option it off or counter. And they have athletes to do it. They do have. You look along their roster, they have nice even-sized kids that are athletes. But up front, for not being overly big, they really get off the football and attack, and that impressed me. So it's going to be another challenge for our guys defensively to get aligned and get physical. Defensively,
they run what he calls an odd stack, which is basically 8 guys in the box at different times, a lot of jumping around, trying to confuse the defense. So that'll be a challenge for your offensive line and their reads, right?
It is, but you can get caught up looking at all that and say, well, they're coming from everywhere, and it might look that way, but we know where we're going. We should, where our steps should be. Let's do that. Let's execute and make our reads. And it may be one of those where 1, 2, 3 times in a row we get kind of stuffed or popped, and then hopefully we break one.
Coach, as the phone rings in the background, we'll allow that to happen. I'm going to close with this. I always have a weird stat or two, right? Okay. You're 10-4 all time against Northern Cambria, pretty good record. 7-0 at home, 3-4. But a lot of teams probably say that about Duffy Doherty Field, because it is a tough place to play, and I think, like your yard, a unique place to play.
I've heard snake pit used before. I don't know if you guys have heard that. So yeah, until you mentioned that, I didn't realize it. Maybe I'd rather see if they want to come down here to play tomorrow night. But well, let's try to even it up. Let's try to make it 500 then. If you said 3-4.
3-4
right now. Okay, so we're gonna aim to be 500 after this game. But yeah, I mean, it's like another one of those. It's in town. You see the houses in the background. I love it. I think those are kind of the iconic places. We just got to go up. Our focus has to be, hey, we didn't get the job done last week and we lost. Some people are saying, hey, you guys did a good job against a good team. It doesn't matter. We're still 0-1, and we got to even that record up.
Coach, thanks for doing this. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you guys very much.
Head coach Greg Page of the Wildcats, brought to you by Walbeck Insurance, Main Street in Homer City, or online, always convenient at walbeckinsurance.com. Coming back, Ward Hilliard rejoins me from Duffy Doherty Field when we return on the ITT Indiana Total Therapy pregame show right here on the WCCS Wildcat Radio Network.
And force them out of that offense that they want to run. And finally, turnovers again, prop up. Both teams have got to avoid that. It was a bugaboo for both of them last week. More likely breakdowns, but in either case, those are the keys, I think, for both teams.
We welcome you back to our ITT pregame show here on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network. Our video stream is up and running. You can find it on our Facebook page, or the WCCS YouTube channel is what you'll eventually need to watch it on. So you could also just Google search WCCS YouTube, and you'll find the link for the Colts and the Wildcats. Hey, I want to send a shout out to our newest sponsor of the season, Pastor John Ditter, and everyone at the Homer City Alliance Church. They're so community oriented, and they want to wish the Wildcats the best of luck this season. We appreciate them being a part of the broadcast. Somebody has to help me pay for Ward Hilliard's salary, and our spotter in the booth, Denny Mester, he charges a bundle. So thank you, Homer City Alliance Church. Proud to be a part of the Homer City community, and they invite everyone to attend their Sunday services and Wednesday evening services, especially for the children and youth. They do such a good job on Wednesdays with that. To log on or learn more, you can log on, is what I'm trying to say, at homercityalliance.org. Homer City Alliance Church, big love for a small community. Thank you, Pastor Ditter.
That's very nice, yes. Very nice. Good. You need all the support you can get when you're in a small school, and that's nice to hear.
We're closing in on the start of tonight's game. We're going to come back for a final time on the ITT pregame show. Ward's going to set the starting offenses for both teams. He's practicing the quarterback's pronunciation as we speak. Starting lineups brought to you by Maine's Chiropractic, Main Street in Homer City. Adjusting today for a better tomorrow. Ward with the starting 11 for both the Colts and the Wildcats when we return on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Want to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle? Want to sell your current vehicle? At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Check out the great Luther Ford inventory and drive off today, or order the exact vehicle you want. Have a trade? Luther Ford will give you a check for your vehicle's high trade-in value. If you want to just sell your current vehicle, Luther Ford can pay you thousands over KBB. At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Thank you. The wingback will be Cody Dumb. He's a junior, 5'9", 170. Left tackle's Austin Amsdale. He's a sophomore at 5'9", 190. Left guard, Gavin Rezick. He is a senior, 5'10", 220. Dawson Shuddy is the center. He is a Shuddy, is that? I'm sorry. Sophomore, 6'4", 255. I can't remember. Isaac Wagner is the right guard, a senior, 6'1", 255. Nate Offner is the right tackle, junior, 6'1", 200. Maverick Baker will be the tight end, the sophomore at 5'9", 160. In the backfield, Owen Booker is the quarterback. Booker, right? Okay, 5'9", junior, 175.
Unbelievable.
The wingback is Xander Delansky. How about that one? Delansky, junior, 6 foot, 160. I got a lot of critics here. Fullback, Peyton Myers. Not Peyton Manning, Peyton Myers. He's a junior, 5'9", 155. And Colton Polanish is the run back. A junior at 160, 180. And we'll give you a homer here in a second. Okay. Tight end Noah Henry, senior, 6'1", 206. Left tackle Isaiah Bentz, junior, 6'5", 298. Sage Bernard, the left guard, senior, 5'9", 228. Aiden Bakina is the center, a junior, 6'1", 233. Vinny Taglietti is the right guard, a junior, 5'10", 242. Mike Yunt, the right tackle, a senior at 6'3", 273. And Anthony Rowland will be the wide out on the right, the senior at 5'10", 162. In the backfield, you got Cole McAnally, the quarterback, junior, 5'10", 174. Colin Troop will be one of the running backs, a senior at 5'10", 173. And either Justin Wallback, the senior, 6'1", 183, or Landon Hill, the sophomore, 6'1", 206, will occupy those positions. Michael Krajosik.
No.
For Peachy's sake.
Well, yeah. By the way.
Is the wide out on the right.
Go ahead. You done?
I'm done.
All right. Starting lineup's brought to you by Maine's Chiropractic, Main Street, Homer City. Now, Michael's uncle told our spotter in the booth, Denny Mester, Mark and Ward keeps pronouncing Michael's name wrong. He says it's Krajosik. I went down. I have it on audio. I said, Michael, on the field just moments ago, give me your full name. He said, middle name too? I said, no, just first and last. Announce it for me. I had my recorder running. Michael Krajosik, he said.
Krajosik.
I said, say your last name good and loud. Krajosik. Is that how you want it pronounced on radio? Yes, Krajosik. So, Peachy?
Well, we did it, Peach.
Take it up with your nephew. Fans at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Urgicare, they fast-track you to quick access to their team of medical experts.
I got to do stats yet.
We got to turn Ward down there. He doesn't know when to be quiet. Let me start over. At IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville's Urgicare, they fast-track you for quick access to their team of medical experts. Highly trained and ready to treat all minor illnesses and injuries. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge offers the full spectrum of Urgicare 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Old Route 22 in Blairsville. Get in, get out, get better. A part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. That's the ITT pregame show. We'll have tonight's opening kickoff when we return to Duffy Doherty Stadium. It's the Colts and the Wildcats, both teams looking for their first win in week number 2 of this Heritage Conference season. Hope you enjoyed the pregame show. The start of tonight's game up next on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Every day, businesses open with a determination to make this day better than yesterday. Families work to create a better life. Communities come together to provide better opportunities. At First Commonwealth, we're proud to be part of this journey to a better tomorrow, to provide resources that help businesses succeed, to inspire families to save for a brighter financial future, to help support our communities and keep them strong, and be better together every day.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.
Burdick back with you in our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. S&T Bank. Ward, the winner of the coin toss.
Homer won and deferred, so they're going to kick off. So we're going to see how their defense can handle this multiple threat offense that Northern likes to run.
Will defend the north end zone to start the game.
What if they still run the wraparound draw?
They did. They actually ran it not very effectively at the play I watched on video this week against Purchase Line.
They used to kill us with that play.
So it's Delonsky. Is that right, Jay? Delonsky?
I thought
we had that one earlier.
It wasn't entirely my fault.
Xander Delonsky.
I said Xander.
Yeah, you had. And we asked earlier somebody, and they said Delansky. So we're going to not take the heat for that one. We're gonna give ourselves a mulligan on Delansky. Now, Booker. I mean, come on, Ward. We practiced that. Yeah.
Booker used to be a teacher at Homer-Center named Joe Booker. Good music player.
Our drive summaries all season long brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln in Homer City. Indiana County's Ford leaders. You can visit them online at lutherford.com.
Here in Northern Cambria. So sit back, let's enjoy the first night of football here at Duffy Daughter Memorial Stadium, and let's watch a great game here by both these teams.
Teeing it up for the Homer-Center Wildcats.
Kicking off for Homer-Center, number 44.
It is
Nathan
Mason Bell kicking off. Homer-Center traveling uniforms, black pants, white jerseys, black numerals, black helmets. Actually, Michael Krajosik kicks off, and it's a squibber heading far sideline, picked up at the 34-yard line, and over the 35 to the 36 with that football for the Colts was Jackson Scheretti.
Returns it about 5 or 6 yards.
On the tackle, Jackson Arone on the kick coverage team. So pretty good job by the kick team for Homer-Center.
Yeah, an angle kick, good job, but their pursuit got down there, did not allow the Northern player to turn upfield. That's good job.
Possession of their first home game, 1st and 10 from their own 36
So the
line.
Colts with the ball on the left hash, they operate left to right as we look out of our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Wings both ways. They have a motion man. They give on a dive up the middle to the fullback, and Peyton Myers nothing doing. He's pushed back and pushed back hard by Isaiah Bentz, who had a big game last week against Cambria Heights.
Vinny Tagliotti. Looks like a yard loss.
Also being credited.
Second down 11 for Northern Cambria.
Loss of a yard.
Nice closing the gaps right there. That's the guy you got to take out. And that's what Homer did that time. Nice job inside.
Isaiah Bentz last week, 8 tackles, 4 solo, 8 assists. And the quarterback going to keep it this time, Booker. Booker cuts it back up, and Justin Walbeck and Landon Hill converge on him. Landon Hill hit him first, and Booker limited to about a 2-yard gain. So they gained the yard back that they lost. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Last week, Booker threw just 3 passes, completed 1, threw an interception. That completion went for 0 yards.
So far, Homer showing some good defensive discipline, and they got to continue to do that. Fill the gaps with the big boys, let the linebackers make the play.
Fullback is Peyton Myers, the 155-pound junior. They have a motion man, and Booker looking to pass, fires over the middle, deflected away by Justin Walbeck. It was intended for Xander Delansky. And the Colts go 3 and out. Good start by the Wildcat D that played, for the most part, other than a couple of chunk plays, a long touchdown pass aside last week. I thought they played relatively well.
Nice job all the way around for Homer's D. Did everything they wanted to do there.
Back deep for the Wildcat, standing at his own 30-yard line, is Michael Krajosik.
Number 24 back deep for Homer-Center.
Punter's Cody Dummy had no punts last week against Purchase Line. Good strong snap from the long snapper Logan Dumb, and Krajosik, his knee was not down at the 31, and he breaks the tackle, and now coming near side trying to get away from a defender, and he does at the 25, still dancing around, and he's finally going to be flung down by Peyton Myers. So actually ended up losing yardage on that.
Lost about 5 there, Mark. It was good effort. We just never got any help back there.
Number 31 made the tackle for the Colts.
33-yard punt.
Peyton Myers with the stop. The loss on a play.
Curious to see what Homer comes out in, just how they want to line up offensively. But I think they need to have some success on this first drive. Get their confidence level up.
10-17 to play in this first quarter. First possession of the game for the Wildcats after the defense delivered a 3 and out. Cole McInaldi, the junior quarterback, has a single back, and that back gets the handoff. It's Colin Troop to the 30 to the 35. First down yardage, diving over the 35-yard line.
Number 18, Colin Troop.
On the tackle, it was Xander Delansky.
Number 17 making the stop for the Colts.
So one play, 11 yards.
11 yards. Big hole.
Resting on the 30
and they're quick huddle, Mark.
Add a yard, make it 12. snap that goes directly to Colin Troop. I'm not sure if that was by design, but it was a bad snap from Wildcat center Aiden Bikina that floated back there, Ward, and went right to Troop on the tackle, Isaac Wagner, but that play loses a yard back to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like a bad snap there. It was not the design play that broke down before they could even get started.
Second down and 11.
From the shotgun, and Cole hands it off. No, he's going to keep it, and he's trying to bounce it outside, and that's not going to work. He's going to be tackled in his own backfield, back inside the 35 to the 34-yard line, just way too slow developing, and reading it was Xander Delonsky again. So now the Wildcats faced with third, and they're behind the chains. It's 3rd and 13 from their own 34.
Gets taken down the backfield for
again, it's going to be a big learning curve for Cole McAnally on these read offense. That time, just no blocking out there to help him turn the corner.
Receiver near side, and it looks like he almost jumped the gun, but no flag. Cole's going to load up and throw deep. Michael Krajosik trying to get behind the secondary, and it's batted away. Good recovery. Streaking down the right sideline was Krajosik, but nice play defensively by the cornerback across the way, Peyton Myers. And the Wildcats, after a promising start, a 12-yard gain on their first play, they lose 3 yards, and they will punt it away.
Goes up with him and knocks the ball away.
Yeah, the offense can't afford mistakes. And that botched center there certainly cost them on that drive.
Back deep for the Colts.
Michael Krajosik to punt.
Peyton Myers.
Last week, 3 punts, averaged 37 yards. This kick is away. Good spiral kick. Backs Myers up to the 26-yard line, left sideline in front of the Wildcat bench, tiptoeing his way, and he's forced out of bounds across the way as he gets over the 40-yard line. Colts are going to take over when we return on an IRMC High School Sports Night on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network. We're scoreless.
Take over this possession. 1st and 10.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well,
the option right, and the pitch goes to Cody Dumm from the 42-yard line, the line of scrimmage, up to about the 44 for a gain of 2. On the tackle, Noah Henry for the Homer-Center Wildcats, the outside linebacker.
Good job contained. They actually had him tackled for a loss or hit for a loss, but he slipped that one tackle, managed to pick up 2 yards.
Ball favoring the near side hash. Motion man Delonsky, but they give on an inside handoff, and with the football for the Colts, it is Colton Peronish. That's a Colts name, but he goes nowhere. Going to be tackled, maybe going to give forward progress to the 45-yard line. On the tackle, Mason Bell for the Homer-Center Wildcats.
3rd down and 7.
It's encouraging to see Cats staying home. That was misdirection. That was a counter against the grain that time, but a nice job by the defensive tackle there.
3rd down, 7 to go for the Colts. Ball in the center of the field. Delonsky in motion. Option right. They pitch it to Delonsky, and he is met and dropped by Clevenger, and an assist from Justin Walbeck. But great job by Riley Clevenger, the monster back in Tony Arone's defense. Tony, the longtime defensive coordinator. No gain on that play, so the Colts go 3 and out again.
No gain on the last play.
This is kind of a prober, isn't it? Both teams doing a little bit of probing to try to figure out what will work. And right now, Homer's got it all defensed as far as the stuff that Northern Cambria would like to do.
Cody Dumm's first punt was 33 yards. He stands at his own 28-yard line, and the kick is away, comes near side. Krajosik fields it at the 29. Krajosik heading as a flag comes in. Far sideline to the 35, to the 40, 50, 40-yard line. It's going to come back, folks. He's inside the 30, and he's forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. But not one, but 2 flags on the play, so it must have been pretty obvious penalty.
Logan Dunn, but we have some yellow stuff.
Blocking the back on that play. We saw it from here, unfortunately.
26-yard punt, big return, but it'll go for naught.
That's 40 yards, but that doesn't matter because it's coming back.
We'll step out while they sort out the penalty. 6:25 to play in a scoreless first quarter. Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night coverage continues on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.
He's marked off. The Wildcats will start at their own 20-yard line. In the backfield, Colin Troop, 3 receivers in this formation. And the lazy snap, call it, to Cole, who hands it off to Colin Troop. And he's going to lose a couple of yards back to the 18-yard line. Where the snaps from center, they just have to be firmer.
Yeah, they're a little high, and as a result, it's breaking down the continuity of the play. No chance.
Bring them down for the Colts. Ty Dumb and number
2-yard loss there.
Cody Dumb. Second down.
Yeah, it just destroys the whole flow of the play. They've got to do better.
Ty Dumb on that carry. Motion man Krajosic, and they hand it to him on a jet. He cuts it up, nowhere to run. The Wildcats just might as well put that play in the sack, take it back, put it in maintenance and storage, because they haven't been able to run that jet board ever. I mean, the past 2-3 years, it's just way too slow. Colton Peronish on the tackle. You have to run that with speed, and the Wildcats, it's just not a play that's been effective.
You have to have some success up the middle to make it work. You got to get the defense to respect the fact that you can run ups.
Wildcats behind the chains again, 3rd down and about 13 to go. The football at their own 17-yard line. Sidecar to the left of McAnulty, who repositions to the right. And now we have a timeout called by Homer-Center. Ugly start for the offense for the 2nd week in a row, and Greg Page is furious as he storms out onto the field with his arms a-wailing on an IRMC High School Sports Night. 5:08 to play in the first. We're scoreless on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Sometimes.
You in our S&T Bank broadcast booth from the gridiron to the classroom. S&T Bank has you covered. Member FDIC. Anthony Rowland comes near side in front of the Colts bench. Slot receiver Zenizak to the right. Wide up top is Krajosic. Cole McAnulty takes the direct snap. Going to heave and send it downfield, and Krajosic runs under it at the 40, the 30, right sideline, 20, 10. He is gone to the goal line and a touchdown. 84 yards from Cole McAnulty, his first varsity touchdown pass to Krajosic, who got behind the secondary, and he took it the distance on the catch and run, and Krajosic, yes, he can run. 6-0 Wildcats.
He got a nice 2-step lead on the defender that time before he was covered pretty well. But beautiful pass by McEnroe. About as far as he's going to throw it, Mark. And
tight spiral.
Yeah, and he caught it in stride. You're not going to catch Michael once he catches the ball like that. Big score, big play. Coach Page must have had something to tell them boys.
Walbeck and Croup in the backfield, and the snap is fumbled, and it's ugliness, and the ball all the way back beyond the 20-yard line, and the two-point conversion is no good. Wildcats do not have a kicking game, and you hope as this season progresses they can develop one, because that's not good.
No, those are big points. No two ways about it.
IRMC High School Sports Night coverage continues with 4:57 to play in the first quarter. It's Homer-Center 6 and the Northern Cambria Colts nothing on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
I'm Shannon Lipniskis. Hutton Blues Insurance of Indiana is proud to support high school football.
I'm Jay Blues. You can't beat football season, and when it comes to your insurance needs, you won't beat the service we provide at Hutton Blues Insurance.
Our family business has served Indiana and the surrounding counties for more than 3 decades.
Once you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck, area teams, from your friends at Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
Beautiful play for the fans watching it. And don't forget, if you have your mobile device handy, tonight's game being video streamed on the WCCS YouTube channel. You can find the link on our Facebook page as well, or by visiting WCCSradio.com. We'll give you the drive summary after the kickoff. And Krajosic's kick is taken on a couple of hops, and with the football, and Mason Bell tackles him, and with that football is Jackson Chiretti.
Actually, that was Mason that kicked that.
Oh, that time it was, okay.
You know what they're doing is I'm watching here. There's 3 guys out there that could kick that ball. We saw Krajosic Angle kick it the first time. They look to the sidelines, they give him a signal, and whatever that is, that's the guy that kicks it, and then they just squib it along the ground. Boy, that was a nice job by Mason. Beat everybody downfield to make the play.
Quickly, Luther Ford drive summary. 3 plays, 80 yards, even though it was an 84-yard touchdown pass. Took 1 minute and 28 seconds. Drive summaries all season long, brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln. Visit them online at lutherford.com. Option left, and the quarterback, Booker, pitches it, and running up the left sideline to the 50, to the 40-yard line, and let's see where they have him out of bounds. It was Colton Peronish with that football. There's some chunk yardage going wide against Homer-Center, and they're going to put him out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Colin Troop finally tackled him. 13-9, that's 22-yard gain.
Nice job on the option pitch that time. Who was the carrier?
Peronish.
Peronish caught that.
Ball on the left hash. They operate left to right. Myers, the fullback, and they give it to him, and Myers is going to be hit by Justin Walbeck as he gets inside the 40 to the 39 for a gain of 2. Wally World, Justin Walbeck with 12 tackles last week in the loss against Cambria Heights. Second down and 9, or make it 8 to go. Colts trying to answer the Wildcats.
Yeah, I would watch for that option this way now. That's the wide sides toward us.
They have Peronish wing to the right. Myers the fullback. Peronish in motion, and Booker pitches it. Peronish to the 35, to the 30, down the left sideline, steps out of bounds. But good execution by the quarterback, Owen Booker, who pitched it to Peronish, who picked up big yardage. Anthony Rowland on the stop. But from the 39-yard line to the 22, that's a gain of 17.
He's racking up some big yards here. 40 yards on 3 carries now on that option. The corner needs to come up quicker on that.
Ball on the 22-yard line. That's a 15-yard gain, I guess, officially.
Yeah.
Bucher going to keep it, and Noah Henry has Bucher right near the line of scrimmage. He might lean for a yard. He cut it back. That time the Wildcats took the option pitch away. Ward did a much better job. They did come up. What you just talked about, Krajosic, I think it was, that read that. Gain of a yard to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, the corners have to take the pitch man, and they have to come up hard on that. He's getting way too much space out there.
Maverick Baker to the right, and Dolonsky in motion. Option right. They pitch it to Dolonsky. Trying to get to the edge. He does. To the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Cuts it up. Touchdown. Dolonsky from 21 yards out takes it to the house. And with 3:21 to play in the first quarter, the Colts answer right back. 63-yard touchdown run. We're tied at 6.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job of blocking downfield. Those corners have got to come up and shed those blocks and make that play, Mark. If they do not, this is going to be a long night. That's the basic option right there.
Down by Xander Dolonsky, ties the score up. The extra point try to come. Number 2, Trey Pershing.
That drive about a minute and a half, matching Homer-Center's. Bucher, the holder. Pershing, who was perfect 2 for 2 last week. His kick is up. Kick is good. Colts have the lead. Took a minute 36. 5 plays. 63 yards. Drive summary brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln in Homer City. They're going to be open Labor Day. Labor Day, they're open at Luther Ford in Homer City, so check them out for your new or used vehicle shopping. IRMC High School Sports Night coverage continues from Duffy Doherty Stadium, where the Colts now lead the Wildcats 7-6 on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Want to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle? Want to sell your current vehicle? At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Check out the great Luther Ford inventory and drive off today, or order the exact vehicle you want. Have a trade? Luther Ford will give you a check for your vehicle's high trade-in value. If you want to just sell your current vehicle, Luther Ford can pay you thousands over KBB. At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
Broadcast booth, Ward, you hear sometimes splash plays, chunk yardage. Well, there was some chunk yardage on that drive. 22-yard run by Peronish, a 15-yard run by Peronish, and Xander Dolonsky, a 21-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, those are all option pitches, too. Those are the pitches wide. That's going to be hard to defend. Homer's going to have to adjust.
There's the kick, and it's taken by Krajosic inside the 20, dancing around, makes a little juke move at the 25 to the 30, and he's knifed down finally on the kick coverage team. I think his third tackle on special teams, Jackson Scheretti.
Wildcats need to put together a longer drive now, Mark. They need to get some yardage on the ground here.
3:13 on the clock. Colts leading 7-6. Word sad, Debbie helped me out here with the Mistretta meter, but it's a replacement meter. We're gonna have to.
We have to bill.
Dick Mistretta
again.
Yeah. He owes. We got a lot of mileage out of the first computerized unit. Taking the direct snap, Cole McAnally throws, and a diving catch. Good for about 5 yards from the 31-yard line to the 36. Krajosic going to put him down at the 37-yard line, so a gain of 6. He tackled himself, basically, but a good first down gain.
Good safe pass out there, just a quick turn in. Michael, good receiver. They just got to work that snap out. That center snap is really messing up their rhythm.
In the backfield, Landon Hill, who was impressive last week, and Landon drags a tackler. He had him around the ankles. That tackler was Cody Dumb. And nice hard running by Landon. I mean, literally dragged him for 3 yards and a first down up to the 43-yard line.
Give him about 6 on that pickup.
Homer-Center.
Landon's a load. He's a big kid, stuff to bring down. You saw it again there, Mark.
Last week in a reserve role, 8 rushes, 42 yards, and he gets the handoff again, and he had a hole, but closing the hole very nicely was free safety Ty Dumb, but Landon delivered a blow and still picked up some yardage up to the 48-yard line, a gain of 5.
Like he ran into number 8.
Yeah, that's a win on first down, though. He picked that kind of yardage up.
That 5-yard pickup brings up a second down. And a little more than 5, the ball's
rolling
between the
near side receiver, Noah Henry.
Or 47-yard line.
In a slot, and Cole gives to Hill, and this time the Colts have it diagnosed. Gavin Rezick, and who else, Dennis, on that spot? Logan Dumb.
Logan Dumb on the tackle.
Inside backers. And Rezick, the defensive tackle, back to the 46-yard line.
3rd down and 7.
So it'll be 3rd down and 7. Hill sidecar to the left, the protector for Cole, who takes the snap. Out pattern. Krajosic has it, 1st down in front of the Wildcat bench. Good for a first down, and a flag coming in very late. Might be a sideline warning on Homer-Center. On the tackle, Peyton Myers for the Colts. And let's see what this penalty, it's on the far sideline in the secondary. It's a face mask penalty, actually, on the Colts. And that flag came from a long way away. So I thought maybe it was a sideline warning on the Wildcats.
Very quick. Looked like a clean tackle, but it's hard to see what's across the way, and that's going to be marched after the catch.
So it's a 13-yard pass completion.
Move the ball ahead 5 more yards. And after the nice catch and run by Krajosic.
13-yard gain to Krajosic, plus 5.
At the Northern Cambria 36-yard line.
Good drive going here. Need to keep it up.
Ball on the 36-yard line of the Colts. Cole rolls to his left. Looking, they're pursuing. He's going to keep it, and he's forced into the Colts bench, and down he goes. Maybe a yard gain, and looks like they're going to actually say he's out of bounds right at the 36, so no gain.
Well, not sure what that was all about there, Mark. They didn't seem to be blocking downfield very well, and they didn't know if he was going to throw the ball or not, but nothing happened.
Clock stopped with 68 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Justin Walbeck now in the ball game.
7-6 Colts. Landon Hill in the backfield. Where's Walbeck? He's lined up as slot receiver to the right, and they empty the backfield. They're going to throw out in the flat to Landon. Cuts it back, now cuts it back outside, lowers the shoulder, gets what he can to about the 31-yard line. We'll call it a 5-yard completion. Peyton Myers on the stop for the Colts. The left cornerback. So 5-yard gain from Cole McAnulty. He looks a lot more smoother.
That was a good crisp pass. And again, that's almost like a handoff. It was a forward pass. But I think the reason Walbeck is in there for downfield blocking because he is excellent.
A different formation here. They have an H-back, Noah Henry, to the left. And they're going to give to Henry up the middle. And he jukes and has some yardage inside the 30. He's not going to have a first down. But on the final play of the quarter, he's going to be pretty close. Let's see. They put it down at the 27-yard line. So as we head to the second quarter, it'll be 4th and 1. Logan Dumb on the tackle for the Colts. That's it for the first quarter. Thanks to friends of Jim Struzzi for making it possible. Heading to the second quarter from Duffy Doherty Stadium in Northern Cambria, Colts 7. Wildcats 6. Wildcats big 4th down play to start the second quarter when we return on an IRMC Sports Night on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
It's high school football time, and that means time to stop by Luxembourg's Jewelers and lay away great gifts for the holidays. Luxembourg's offers a huge selection of diamonds and gems mounted in your favorite ring, pendant, or earrings. Score big with great giftware selections like keychains or pens, custom plaques and trophies for that special award. Team up with Luxembourg's Jewelers for that perfect gift and lay away today. Luxembourg's in the Indiana Mall, downtown, or on the web at luxembourgs.com. Luxembourg's Jewelers, we are Indiana's Jewelers.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
he remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense. Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
And that was on second effort work. Good job by Landon Hill to move the chains on the very first play of the second quarter. Out of town scoreboard, end of one. Marion Center leading Penns Manor 7-0. End of one, Purchase Line 8, United nothing. Right here it's 7-6 Colts. Wildcats trying to regain the lead. They have a new set of downs at the 25-yard line. Cole McAnulty cuts it up, now back outside, but good pursuit defensively by the Northern Cambria Colts.
Down by number 4, the Colts, Colton Peronish.
Colton Peronish on that tackle for the Northern Cambria Colts. Gain of a yard, it'll be second down and 9.
Brings up a second down and 9. The ball now on the 22.
Turn around and back in the closet here at Duffy Doherty Stadium is our digital manager, John Smathers. John, how's the monitor look? You're not seeing much of anything else. Thumbs up from John, who does an unbelievable job for Renda Media, not just in Indiana, but Greensburg and Punxsutawney, too, and all this new equipment, Ward. It's mind-boggling what he's been through. Cole McAnulty, direct snap, rolls to his right, in trouble, needs to get rid of the ball, and he spikes it. Landon Hill's there, but the flag flies. Boy.
Down the field.
I'm not saying that Cole saw Landon Hill, but he was in the neighborhood. It's going to be grounding.
And he just threw the ball away. Intentional grounding.
Loss of down.
That's a rookie mistake, although he's not a rookie, but it's his second game as a quarterback. That just was a bad decision on his part. Takes Homer out of real serious scoring territory now. It makes it tough.
That'll be third down, too, because that's a loss of down.
Yes, it is.
They backed the football up to the 29-yard line. Thank goodness it wasn't from the – well, they are going to move it again. I was going to say from the spot. Here we go. Yeah, now it's a more accurate. I was wondering about that penalty.
I knew it was going to come.
All the way back to the 40-yard line.
To the 40-yard line.
So that makes it, yikes, they need to get to the 15-yard line. So that's 25 yards, right?
Homer's never been a strong team to run screens either, so that's probably out of the repertoire here. We're going to have to see probably a straight drop, no backs in the backfield, so it's something across the middle, perhaps.
Well, you might, just try to get half of it back. Again, a sloppy snap. They're going to throw deep, and breaking behind the secondary is Rowland. He hauls it in for a Wildcat touchdown. Down the left sideline on 3rd and 25 from the 40. Wildcats, Cole McAnulty goes deep. 40 yards, and it's 12-7 Homer-Center. Wow. That was perfectly thrown once again, and Anthony Rowland ran right under it.
Well, shades of Ben Schmidt, huh? Those are beautiful passes. Again, that was the only person that could have caught that was Anthony Rowland, and he did a great job sticking with it, making the catch while falling to the ground. Great play. Huge play for the Cats. They steal the momentum back a little bit. Here's a big play, though, the 2-point conversion. They need this desperately.
They lost the 2 points. Their first attempt on a bad snap. Krajosic in the backfield. They're going to throw for the end zone, and overshooting his intended receiver, Noah Henry. Drive, 11 plays,
Sails out of the end zone.
73 yards.
The 2-point conversion try fails.
Wait, let me double check. I got to go back to the first quarter. 69-yard drive. And it took 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Drive summaries all night long brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln. In Homer City, IRMC Sports Night coverage continues with 10:44 to play in the first half. Our score now, Homer-Center 12 and the Northern Cambria Colts 7 on the WCCS Wildcat football.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
He's having an excellent night as far as that goes. Homer's got to figure out how to get some two-point conversions working, though. He had Krajosik wide open in the flat on that play. I'm sure they'll talk about that.
Well, here's our third kicker of the night. Anthony Rowland kicks it on the ground inside the 30, and the ball's loose. Northern Cambria jumps on it. That football came loose. I did not see a big hit, but coming up the right sideline over the 30-yard line, Colts coughed it up. I'm not sure who that was that jumped on it. It might have been Zane Novella.
I don't know either, but this technique has worked very well so far. Homer's forced the Northern Cambria to start just about at their 30, maybe a little beyond. It looks like 33 right now. And that's a good job on the kick team.
From their own 32-yard line.
Colts operating right to left as we look out of our S&T Bank broadcast window. Quarterback is junior Owen Booker. And they give on an inside counter, and let's see who has that football coming around from the right side and trying to pick up that spot. And it is Peronish once again. Noah Henry on the stop for the Homer-Center Wildcats. Gain of about 3 to the 35-yard line. It'll be second down and 7. 10-15, clock running.
Michael Yunt, also 62, Isaiah Bentz. And number 72, Vinny Taglietti.
Ward, I noticed one of the light standards, the lights are not on here.
Yeah, I noticed that too, Mark. It's hard to see over
Booker option, but he's going to keep it, and he's smothered by
Booker, the quarterback,
Bentz.
The ball out, and he takes the ball up the middle.
Isaiah Bentz, the 6'5", 298-pound junior.
72 to stop Vinny Taglietti.
Good job by Bentz. That first Wildcat timeout, by the way, was brought to you by Luxembourg Jewelers. Luxembourg reminds you now is the time to stop by either of their convenient locations in downtown Indiana and at the Indiana Mall to lay away your holiday gifts. Well, as it gets dark here, we'll have to notice if that light standard that is out impacts anything here.
Yeah, it is darker on that particular area of the field, and that is about the 35 of Northern Cambria.
3rd and 7, Booker going to keep it, makes a nice quick move. He's going to be close to a first down, may even have it, depending on the spot, up to the 43-yard line. Wildcats thought they had him in their sights, and it didn't work out because the swift Booker made a good quick cut and picked up the first down.
Yeah,
they credit him.
They had him, but he slipped up. Nice cut, as you said, Mark, and that made all the difference. So the new set of downs.
1st and 10, Colts from their own 43-yard line.
Colts at their own 43. They have a receiver, Janosko, near side. Wings both ways, and Peronish is in motion, but they give it on a dive up the middle, and the Wildcats, oh no, they don't. It's Booker that kept it. He had everybody fooled, including the Wildcat defense and yours truly, and Booker into Wildcat territory to the 45-yard line for a gain of 12. Colin Troop made the tackle. They're going to put it down at the 44, so make it a gain of 13.
Other players also making a tackle.
Nice fake.
There's
no much more you can say. He had us faked out too. I thought that was a dive to the fullback, but Booker pulled it in, and then he did a nice job of cutting upfield.
This young Colts ball club with only 2 seniors on their roster. Ball on the left hash, and Booker going to keep it again, and Landon Hill tackles him after a short gain. He's going to get to about the 41-yard line. Landon Hill learning on the fly, a sophomore that missed a good part of last season, the majority of the season. Right, Ward? I'm trying to think if Landon even played in the first week or two.
You know, if you notice, Mark, Booker looked over to Delansky, who was running wide there, and he was going to pitch it to him, but pulled it in at the last second, so watch for that later on.
2nd down and 7 from the Cats' 41-yard line. 12-7 Homer-Center. Delansky in motion, but they give it to Peyton Myers, the fullback up the middle, into the secondary, plows his way for a first down to the 31-yard line. On the stop for the Homer-Center Wildcats, Anthony Rowland. They put it down at the 32, so a gain of 9 for Myers. So the Wildcats on their heels a little bit as the Colts mix things up. Colts last week, 178 yards of offense, all on the ground. They scored 14 points. Wildcat defense allowed 229 yards. Wing to the left is Cody Dump. Pranish to the right. He comes in motion. And here's Bucher, and Bucher smothered by Homer-Center's Michael Yunt. Yunt, another big lineman at 6'3", 273-pound senior. We reached the 7-minute mark of this first half. 12-7 Homer-Center, gain of 2.
Nice play by Yunt. You need to get a hold of Bucher now. He's starting to take control a little bit, running the ball a little more. Those tackles need to grab him and stop him from cutting upfield. Yunt did a nice job of beating his man that time.
Xander Zalonsky, wingman to the right, Dumb to the left. He's in motion, bobbling the snap and giving on a counter is Bucher. And a short gain inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Dolonsky with the football. For the Homer-Center Wildcats, Landon Hill, and also Mason Bell converts.
Ball's resting on the Cats 20.
Third and about 6 to go for the Colts. Ball just inside the 28-yard line. Wide side of the field to the Wildcat bench as we approach the midway point of this first half with the Cats leading 12-7. Colts trying to answer Homer-Center's touchdown like they did the first time around. Pranish repositioned, and there's confusion. There's movement. That's not Canadian ball. Northern Cambria did get a timeout just in the nick of time. Colts timeout brought to you by Luxembourg Jewelers. Luxembourg Jewelers, with this reminder to visit them online at luxembourgs.com for great gift ideas for the holidays or any occasion. Luxembourg's in the Indiana Mall in downtown Indiana, 5:56 to play in the first half. It's Northern Cambria trailing Homer-Center 12-7 on an IRMC Sports Night on the WCCS Wildcat Football.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Just log on to the WCCS YouTube channel. You can find more information on our WCCS Facebook page. John Smathers in the booth, and on the other end of the broadcast, what's his name? Michael Burke.
Michael,
our studio engineer. He does a fabulous job. We don't want him walking out on us. We got to give him credit. Dolonsky in motion, and they give it to Peyton Myers, and somebody has Peyton. I think it's Vinny Taglietti, who limits him to a short gain to about the 26-yard line. Going to set up 4th down and about 4 to go for the Northern Cambria Colts. Michael does great work. Ward, you see all of the equipment we have now here in the booth, and it's changed it a little bit.
I'm telling you, it's hard to even get in the booth with all this stuff here. We occupy easily 1/3 to maybe 40% of this.
We have John in the closet behind us running the video production.
Little hole back here.
We should take a
down
picture
here, Mark. Big down.
4th down and about 4 to go from the Wildcat 26. Pranish, the motion man, they quickly pitch it to him, and he has running room, comes near side. Can the Wildcats stop him from that lead chain? I think they did by a yard at about the 23-yard line. I don't think he made it. Near side of the field, I'm not sure who banged him out of bounds. Walbeck and Bell being credited. Our spotter, Denny Mester, and the Wildcats do hold.
24-yard line, so it's 2 yards short of the first down. So the Wildcats take over possession of the ball.
So they stall at the Wildcat 23-yard line.
Big stop because a lot of momentum was rolling with that Northern Cambria option offense, and the quarterback, Booker, was really starting to pick it up. And Homer did a nice job. Now, it takes that one play, Mark, that you stop. Make that one stop, force them into second, third, and long. It seems like the defense picks up. Now, the Wildcats need to move it a little bit. We got 5:04 left. Be nice to eat the rest of this quarter up holding the football.
From our S&T Bank broadcast booth, Relationship Banking, one customer at a time with Ward Hilliard. I'm Mark Burdig. Pitt football tomorrow. Kickoff 4 o'clock from Heinz Field. It's that time of year. Everything's kicking in.
Yeah.
IUP opens up against Kutztown September 11th. Jack's chomping at the bit. They give up the middle, and not a lot going on for Colin Troop as Owen Booker rides him down. I'm not even sure he got a yard. Will depend on the spot, but good to see Wallback back in there carrying the ball.
After no gain to play.
Or was that Colin Troop?
Troop.
Yep. My bad. 4:35 clock running here at Duffy Doherty Field.
Second down.
12-7, Homer-Center with the lead. 2 long touchdown passes covering 84 and 40 yards respectively. And Cole McAnulty looking to pass again. Going to throw out in the sideline area in front of the Colts bench. Jump ball, and Zenizak covered by Delonsky. The ball floats into the Colts bench, and the Wildcats maybe got away with one.
Yeah, they did. There was nothing home there. He just threw it high enough that the defender couldn't pick it off, or that would have been an easy 6.
Third down and 9 to go from the 24-yard line. 4:22 left, clock stopped on that incompletion. Next week, Wildcats back home hosting the United Lions will be on the air at 6:20 with the ITT pregame show.
A little different format this year. The quarterback's not running to the sidelines. They're signaling the plays in from the sidelines, so
twin receivers
have to worry.
Near side, and now they reposition Zenizak from the right to the left as a slot receiver. Near side is Krajosic, and they give it up the middle, and Colin Troop into the secondary, lowers the shoulder, going to be close to a first down, going to depend on the spot. On the tackle for the Northern Cambria Colts, Ty Dumb, the free safety, at the 33-yard line. So it's probably going to mean a measurement here, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's either going to be 1st and 10 Homer-Center or 4th and inches, which would create an interesting decision.
Yes, it would.
Leading by 12-7 with 4:02 left. Since 2009, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville has been there for you and your family with convenient access. Urgent is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. with seamless access to the main IRMC campus. IRMC in Indiana. Count on IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Old Route 22 in Blairsville. Enough with the waiting game. Get in, get out, get better. A part of the IRMC family. Better health. Better life.
And it's short of a first down by about
so it is interesting decision time. Ward, it's not like the Wildcats go under center and you can just...
Yeah, that's the first thing that crossed my mind. They're not going to do that. They're going to kick the ball. You got the lead. I know Coach Page likes to gamble on these plays, but you don't want to turn the game here. And their snap to center, from center to quarterback's been a little iffy, so...
going to punt the ball.
4th and, well, you know what?
24 and Michael.
Yeah, I know what.
The chains are, well, look where the chains are not, the chains are out of sorts.
They're way out of sorts.
It's 4th and inches, maybe a direct snap, and it is a direct snap, and it is Noah Henry for a first down. Noah Henry to the 34-yard line. So how about that? Good execution for the Wildcats on a fake punt.
The chains never were set. I was watching them over there. They never set them down. So I don't know how they could even call that play, but they did. And Homer's fortunate. Noah Henry, big first down in that carry. Get, 2 yards on it?
Yes.
I'll give him 2 yards.
Yeah, you got to credit him with 2. Our video stream running tonight on the WCCS YouTube channel.
The ball resting on their 34-yard line.
So whether you're on the radio or the Trib Live High School Network audio stream or the video stream, we're glad to have you. And there's a jumping the gun penalty on Homer-Center Michael Krajosik jumped the count. That'll be a 5-yard mark-off. 3:35 left in the first half. It's 12-7 Homer-Center. 84-yard touchdown pass to Michael Krajosik in the first quarter, and on a 3rd down and 25, a 40-yard strike down the left sideline from Cole McAnulty to Anthony Rowland. They want to reset the clock, maybe? I'm not sure what the official is motioning up here.
Well, he actually pointed to Northern Cambria with the motion was on Homer.
1st and 15, give to Colin Troop. They're going to lose yardage on that play. Busting through and busting that up was inside linebacker Cody Dumm along with Dawson Schutte.
Northern Cambria, or 78, Dawson Schutte.
Schutte, the 255-pound sophomore. I know we talked last week, Ward, that the two-back set was effective for Homer-Center, but we really haven't seen much of it tonight. 2nd down, 15, no gain on that play for Colin. He did well just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers to the short side. Cole's going to roll to the left and throw on the run, and it is incomplete. Dangerous pass. Anthony Rowland, the intended receiver, at the 47-yard line. Good coverage downfield. Colts with Maverick Baker and Colton Brownish.
Somebody came blitzing through there as soon as Cole got the snap. He didn't have much chance to do much of anything, but again, he's got to be careful when he makes those passes.
So the Wildcats have the Colts right where they want them. They scored on a 3rd and 13 on an 84-yard touchdown pass, and then on 3rd and 25, a 40-yard touchdown pass. This is a 3rd down and 15 to go for the Cats, and they have Zenizak near side to the short side. Michael Krajosik wide left. No, that's Anthony Rowland up top. And the Wildcats
they got
have Krajosik in the backfield, and a timeout going to be called. Some confusion on Homer-Center. Timeout, Homer-Center, powered by Luxembourg Jewelers. They remind you now is the time to stop by either of their locations to lay away your holiday gifts. Luxembourg Jewelers in downtown Indiana and at the Indiana Mall. Ward Hilliard has his wallet out. He's going to be heading there soon. Bernie, get ready. Some big rocks coming your way from WA. It's 12-7 Homer-Center with 2:54 to play in the first half.
Every day, businesses open with a determination to make this day better than yesterday. Families work to create a better life. Communities come together to provide better opportunities. At First Commonwealth, we're proud to be part of this journey to a better tomorrow, to provide resources that help businesses succeed, to inspire families to save for a brighter financial future, to help support our communities and keep them strong, and be better together every day.
And the staff at the Gardens for bringing you amateur athletics. That place is marvelous. It's near and dear to my heart, too. Lost my mother to Alzheimer's in 2007, and I can tell you I had a tour. They moved to the head of the class at the Gardens on West Pike Road in Indiana. Protectors left and right, and Cole looking, going to set up a screen, but it's incomplete, intended for Colin Troop, and Colin's kind of like shrugging his hands like, was that intended for me? Lots of confusion. It wasn't close to being effective, and the punt team is on
I don't
the
think
field.
anybody knew where they were going. I saw Michael Krajosik flaring out to the left side. I think he was expecting the ball.
Number 24 back
that just didn't have a chance. There was just no formation there at all. Sorry for the chuckle, but that's how funny it was.
Oh, there's a bad snap, and he does get the kick away. It's a short floating kick. Hits in Wildcat territory, bounces to midfield, and rolls dead at the 48-yard line. Krajosik did a good job to get that out of there. Ends up being a 23-yard punt off of that bad snap.
And that gives the Colts good field position and plenty of time, 2:39. They probably have at least one timeout, so Homer's D is going to have to get them off the field.
Timeouts posted on the scoreboard. Colts have 2 remaining, and the Wildcats 1 with 2:39 to play in the first half. Wildcats will receive the second half kickoff. Colts start with 2:39 left in this half at their own 48. And the give right up the middle and into Wildcat territory. I was looking down, making a note. It is the fullback. Yep, it is Peyton Byers, who pretty good running room. Going to call it 6 yards to the Wildcat 46-yard line. Michael Yunt on the tackle for Homer-Center.
There, Isaiah Bentz. Gain of about 5. Second down and 5 for the Colts.
Colts touchdown would give them the lead before the break. Second down and 4. Dom in motion, and Bucher keeps it into the secondary, flung down. Fans wanted a face mask or a collar tackle, but it was around the jersey, and he flung it down. And Bucher gains yardage to the 44, but he's going to be 2 yards shy of a first down. It'll be third down and a deuce. Justin Walbeck on the tackle for the Homer-Center Wildcats.
Homer needs a tackle for a loss on this play and try to force the Colts to give the ball up. 136 and counting. That's not going to be an issue right now with 2 timeouts left.
12-7 Wildcats, 3rd and 2. And Dolonsky in motion. And Bucher rolling to his left, looking to throw, has a man wide open at the 25-yard line. Hauling it in is Ben Janosko, banged out of bounds left sideline at about the 8-yard line. Well, that time Wildcats cheated, and they got caught cheating. And Janosko wide open from the 44-yard line down to the 8.
He would have had a touchdown easy.
That's 36 yards.
36.
The Colts have a first and goal.
First completion.
From the Wildcats' 8-yard line.
Homer cheated up, got burned. Now their backs against the wall here, and this is not good for them.
First and goal. Myers, the fullback. And Janosko gives on an inside counter and around the left end to the 5-yard line. It's Peronish close to the goal line, and it is a touchdown for the Northern Cambria Colts. He got to the pylon, and with 1:11 left in the first half, the Colts drive 52 yards, and they regain the lead. It's 13-12 Northern Cambria.
Touchdown, Northern Cambria!
4 plays, 52 yards. It took a minute 28.
Clever play, throwing that pass downfield. Homer cheating up on the run, got burned.
Pershing to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Bucher, and the kick is partially blocked and comes up short, no good. Teams come upfield. Colts have the lead back. Wildcats will have 71 seconds of clock, less the kickoff return time, to change the outcome heading to the halftime break. It's now Northern Cambria 13 and the Homer-Center Wildcats 12 on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.
I'm Shannon Lipniskus. Hutton Blues Insurance of Indiana is proud to support high school football.
I'm Jay Blues. You can't beat football season, and when it comes to your insurance needs, you won't beat the service we provide at Hutton Blues Insurance.
Our family business has served Indiana and the surrounding counties for more than 3 decades.
Once you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck, area teams, from your friends at Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
Back to about the 25 or even the 20-yard line. Not a good situation. Squib kick, and it's taken on a line by Landon Hill at the 26-yard line. Comes near sideline, and he's met and dropped with authority.
Number 8, Landon Hill gets
good
the
tackle
ball.
on the kick coverage team by Logan Dumb.
By number 35.
And the Wildcats will start at their own 35-yard line with 1:05 remaining.
So we have 1:05 left in the half.
Again, the concern getting the ball up. The Wildcats had to give it up at the 48 of Northern Cambria, which they had plenty of time, 2 timeouts, and the Colts took advantage of it and went in and took the lead. So Homer needs, they got 1 minute and 5 seconds here and a timeout, so they may be able to do something. The problem is this is not a big play offense. They've had a couple of big passes. You're not going to get them now, though. They're going to be playing deep and not letting anyone behind them. So Homer's going to have to be pretty judicious with what they do offensively.
Wide side of the field toward the Wildcat bench. That's where explosive Michael Krajosic's at. Empty backfield. Cole looking, flushed out of the pocket, throws underneath. Diving attempt incomplete. Intended for Noah Henry. Would have only gained a couple of yards anyway, so you're almost better saving the time with that incompletion because the clock would have kept rolling.
Second down.
Yep.
Bring up second down.
Good call on that, Mark.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. 35 seconds left. Colts with 2 timeouts, so you have to also be cognizant of that. You don't want to give them the ball back with too much time.
You need to get some yardage here, maybe try to run a little draw play off of this spread offense if that's at all possible.
Zenizak repositioned as a slot receiver up top as you look on the video stream of the game. Anthony Rowland, receiver to the short side. Now the Wildcats hustle on a running back. We're down to 4 on the play clock. Cole takes the direct snap, fakes it to Hill, rolls to his left. They're giving pursuit. He throws on the run. It's deflected and incomplete. Intended for Noah Henry, I believe, once again. 51 seconds on the clock. Wildcats now 3rd down and 10. It's 13-12 Northern Cambria as the teams have exchanged a pair of touchdowns and 1 extra point, the difference on Northern Cambria's first touchdown.
Again, and when you roll left, you really can't do much in terms of getting anything on the ball. That's exactly what happened there. He needed to rifle that in. He just was unable to do that going to his left. And
I think that Rezick may have got a finger on that ball, too.
Yeah, they probably tipped it. Yeah, it's a dangerous pass because you're throwing into some coverage and you got to put some zip on it. You just can't do that when you're trying to turn.
3rd down and 10. You might catch them on a handoff here, but now there's a timeout called by, let's see who, Northern Cambria or Homer-Center. Official says timeout Northern Cambria. Timeout powered by Luxembourg Jewelers. Remind you to visit luxembourgs.com for great gift ideas for the holidays or any occasion. Luxembourg Jewelers, downtown Indiana and at the Indiana Mall. 51 seconds left. IRMC High School Sports Night coverage. We'll keep it here in our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Wildcats at home next Friday night against the United Lions. We'll be on the air with the radio coverage at 6:20. Video coverage at about 6:40. 51 seconds to go. Boy, that was hot in the old S&T Bank broadcast booth at Memorial Field last week.
You think the equipment stopped. The equipment quit running because it got overheated. And we're going to say hi to our big fan, Mr. Jim Sutter, who's sitting at home, probably pacing around here to the game when we got here tonight.
Note from our good friend Chad Yancey said, boy, seems like that would be very distracting trying to call the game with the...
You think? I'm sitting next to him.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Hello, Chad. Thanks for reaching out. Halftime score, Purchase Line all over United, 20-0. Cambria Heights leading Northern Bedford at the half, 14-0. 3rd down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. It's a direct snap. They hand it to Landon Hill. Tries running through a tackle. Little jump cut. Gets over the 40 up to the 43, but he's going to be 2 yards shy of a 1st down. Let's see if Northern Cambria burns that final timeout. Clock continues to roll here. 3rd down and 4th down and 2 to go. Wildcats look like they're going to go for it here with 25 seconds to go. Interesting work. Let's see if they snap it. And they draw on a hard count. Dawson Schutte offside. And it's going to give the Wildcats a 1st down with 16 seconds left in the half.
Clever call there by the Wildcats. That's the main concern was just to eat that clock up. And they're going to be able to do that. They're going to get a fresh set of downs.
They'll take the football from the 43 of Homer-Center up to the 48.
That's going to give the Wildcats a first.
And when you have
10
Michael Krajosic
48-yard
with the
line.
speed that he possesses, they could run the dark play here, where on the left side of the field you go have Michael Krajosic play hide and seek in the dark spot of the field.
Yeah, you're right. That's about a 20-yard gap there of darkness.
You wonder if they checked the lights before the season started. That's why you need walkthroughs for everything. Maybe a power company's on the way to check them out. I don't know, but it's 1st and 10 from their own 48. Cole McInally takes a lazy snap again, throws underneath, almost intercepted by the Colts, Cody Dunn. And I'll tell you what, if he gets a hand on that, he makes a quick cut, he's gone. 15 seconds left in the half.
Last 5 passes incomplete from Cole, and he's been under duress the entire time.
Second down and still 10 yards with 15 seconds left to the halftime.
Second down and 10 from the 48-yard line. Krajosic near side, right down below us.
Need a speed back here and bust a big hole, but that's not going to be the case here. No backs in the backfield.
Empty backfield, and Cole McInally just going to load up and heave down the sideline, and it is going to be almost intercepted at the 5-yard line. It was Peyton Myers, the cornerback on the left side, that had the better chance at that. Michael Krajosic nowhere, I mean, he was streaking down the right sideline, Ward, but nowhere close to the ball yet.
Third down and 10.
That's where you like to see a deep crossing pattern.
Yeah, and, something that might break open. They're playing the wideouts straight up, and just a matter of cutting into the center of the field. You might be able to shake somebody.
3rd and 10, and we have a timeout going to be called again by Northern Cambria. They want to get that prevent defense set up and load up that defensive backfield. Timeout by Northern Cambria, brought to you, of course, by Luxembourg Jewelers. Now's the time to stop by and lay away your holiday gifts at Luxembourg Jewelers in downtown Indiana and at the Indiana Mall. Tomorrow morning, you're going to be in the WDAD studio?
I plan to be, yes.
Coach's Corner at Indiana County Tradition since 1969. And it's on the air 8 to 10 on WDAD with Todd Marino and Ward Hilliard. And 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM. And we stream Coach's Corner on the Trib Live High School Sports Network as well. All of the area coaches join Todd. We have a lot of recaps and replays. You'll hear some replays from this game on Coach's Corner every Saturday morning throughout the high school football season. The Homer-Center Marching Band getting ready with their PennDOT halftime show.
There's
barrels. Their road construction show.
There's barrels over there, yeah, the yellow barrels.
See, now, Ward, they should play. I know the music they play, which is good, but I think Roll Out the Barrel, the beer barrel polka, would also work.
That would probably be a good choice. You know, Homer does receive the second half kickoff, so if they can kill 9 seconds here, they'll get the ball back. And
3rd and 10 from their own 48. Let's see what they do here. And Cole takes the snap with an empty backfield, going to throw downfield. This is going to be incomplete. I'm not sure why Peyton Myers didn't react to that ball unless he didn't see it. But he would have been in position for an easy interception.
Yeah, it's an easy pick. The ball just hung up there. Krajosic had actually broke a little bit toward the middle.
How many incompletions in a row now?
That's 6.
7?
Let me double check. I think 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 straight.
4th and 10.
Hello to Chris Graham watching down in Florida on our video stream. And Cole going to hand it off to Landon Hill. And Landon into Colt territory as the first half comes to a close. Gets to about the 45-yard line for a gain of about 6. They're going to say he got to the 46, and the first half is over. So the teams exchanged touchdowns, but the difference in the first half, an extra point off of the foot of Trey Pershing. So Northern Cambria, their home opener, looking for their first win of the season. They have the edge in a tight one at the half. It's Northern Cambria 13. And the Homer-Center Wildcats 12. Special thanks to the Gardens for presenting the second quarter of action. Our Indiana Total Therapy halftime show gets underway when we return to Northern Cambria's Duffy Doherty Stadium. Colts 13, Homer-Center Wildcats 12. Our studio engineer Michael Burdig tonight back in Indiana. Thank you, Michael, for the great job on the radio side. Our halftime show up next on the WCCS Wildcat Radio and Video Network.
Want to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle? Want to sell your current vehicle? At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Check out the great Luther Ford inventory and drive off today, or order the exact vehicle you want. Have a trade? Luther Ford will give you a check for your vehicle's high trade-in value. If you want to just sell your current vehicle, Luther Ford can pay you thousands over KBB. At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
Bank broadcast booth from the gridiron to the classroom. S&T Bank has you covered. We have reached the break. 13-12 Northern Cambria leading Homer-Center. If we're going to recap this first half, the Homer-Center High School Marching Band under the direction of John Stolars on the field. And they're radioactive. Jeez, we should sponsor this word, radioactive. WCCS could be the radioactive halftime sponsor of the band. But what a job they've done through the years under John Stolars. Some of the music being performed tonight is one of your favorites, Ward, Toxic by Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah.
You have
just
that,
humming that tonight.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Toxicity, is that right? By System of a Down. You have that CD too, don't you?
Yeah, I got them all.
And Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. That's why the green plumes and such as the show progresses, because of the radioactive. I don't know, Ward, you're not even paying attention.
Trying to do this figure.
John Stolars would not be happy. I'll enjoy the halftime show before we get to the recap. I'd like to tell you we have this special announcement being handed to us. The three-time defending Tournament of Bands Region 11 Class 3A champions. It's the Homer-Center Wildcat Marching Band under the direction of John Stolars, assisted by Mrs. Shalise Stolars. Now I know she's really the brains behind this outfit. I know Shalise well. They're both good friends. Miss Bridget Segola Slamp and Mrs. Karen Marshall up here, and another Marshall also up in the booth. Also does a good job with the Homer City Area Athletic Booster Club. His name is Adam. So anyway, let's recap this first half of action for you. Homer-Center won the toss and deferred. Colts 3 and out. Wildcat defense stepped up, limited them to just a couple of yards. 33-yard punt set Homer-Center up at their own 25-yard line. Colin Troop ran for 12 yards on the Wildcats' first play, but then it was 3 and out for them. They got a 40-yard punt and a 12-yard return for Northern Cambria, 40-yard punt off of the foot of Michael Krajosik. But for the second consecutive possession, Colts went 3 and out. 26-yard punt from the Colts. Krajosik a long return, but a block in the back brought that back. So the Wildcats started at their own 20-yard line. They were actually back to their own 16-yard line. They were faced with a 3rd down and 13, almost impossible situation from deep in their own territory, but Cole McAnulty and Michael Krajosik said mission possible. initially a 3-play 80-yard drive that took a minute 25. Bad snap on the 2-point conversion try, but the Wildcats led 6-0. But not to be deterred, the Colts answered right back. They started a drive at their own 37-yard line. The big plays in the drive, a 22-yard run from the Northern Cambria Colts, Colton Peronish. He followed that with a 15-yard run to Homer-Center's 22-yard line. On 2nd down and 9 from the Wildcat 21, it was Xander Delansky. Play 63-yard drive that took a minute 36 off the clock, and with 3:21 to play, it was Colts 7 and the Wildcats 6 after Trey Pershing's extra point. Wildcats then came right back, and they started a drive late in the first quarter at their own 31-yard line. They got a first down run from Landon Hill, a 13-yard completion from Cole McAnulty to Krajosik, and tacked on a 5-yard face mask penalty that took the football to the Colts' 36-yard line. Cats were faced with a 4th and 1 to start the second quarter at the Northern 27-yard line. On that 4th and 1 is on the opening play of the second quarter. Landon Hill, a first down to the Colts 25, but then a grounding the ball penalty on quarterback Cole McAnulty. Backed Homer-Center all the way up to the Northern 40-yard line. They were faced with 3rd down and 25. And if you thought the first 3rd and long in the first quarter was impossible, this one looked even more impossible until Cole McAnulty did this.
From the 70s and 80s, we begin with Starship's hit single, We Built This City. Then we move on to Journey's hit, Anybody You Want It, and we close tonight with Yes Classic, Roundabout.
That he did. The try for 2 failed. They tried a pass deep in the end zone to Noah Henry, but it was off target. But an 11-play, 69-yard drive that chewed up 4 minutes and 29 seconds of clock, and the Wildcats had the lead back. Northern Cambria stalled at Homer-Center's 23-yard line on their next possession. Wildcats took over with 5:04 left in the half. 4th down and inches, a fake punt, a direct snap. They lined up in punt formation, but a direct snap to Noah Henry, and Henry took the ball to the Homer 34-yard line. But then 3rd down and 15, an incomplete pass, and the Wildcats ended up stalling. A bad snap on the punt. Krajosik did a good job. That shortstop ability that he has came in handy as he pulled the bad snap that was rolling around off the turf and got a punt off somehow. It went only 23 yards, but it could have been disaster. You think back to last week when a snap went into the end zone for a safety. But it did set Northern Cambria up in good field position at their own 48-yard line. And they moved the football down the field, and they were at the 36-yard line of Homer-Center, faced with a 3rd down and 2 when they hit a 36-yard pass to Ben Janosko that carried the football to the 8-yard line, and it set up this touchdown run from Colton Peronish. The kick was blocked, but Northern Cambria did have a lead at 13-12. 4 plays, 52 yards, took a minute 28. Wildcats received the kickoff with 1:05 left in the half and ended up running out the clock first half over, and 13-12, Colts with the lead. Wildcats will receive the second half kickoff. When our Indiana Total Therapy halftime show continues, Ward Hilliard will take a look at the stats. We'll do that and more as we continue from Duffy Doherty Stadium. 13-12 Northern Cambria at the break on the WC.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Want to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle? Want to sell your current vehicle? At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Check out the great Luther Ford inventory and drive off today, or order the exact vehicle you want. Have a trade? Luther Ford will give you a check for your vehicle's high trade-in value. If you want to just sell your current vehicle, Luther Ford can pay you thousands over KBB. At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
That are texting. I know. I was saying. Video stream going on the YouTube channel. I know somebody had texted to the studio about the replays not coming through on the video side. Well, some things are impossible when you're doing simulcast. You know, the main broadcast feed is on radio and the replays are coming from the WCCS studios. So for the fans that don't understand, you know, a lot of the technology that goes on behind the scenes, that's the reason when I set up the replays, you're not hearing them on the audio stream, or video stream, I should say. There's just some things that you have to give up, and technically, at least right now, that's not possible. So, also said conflicting, somebody said the audio was tinty, and I checked with one of our managers and said the audio is crystal clear. So I'm not sure where the confusion is on that, but that could be on certain folks' mobile devices, Ward. Who knows? We're proud to have it on the air, though. What about the stats in the first half? Colts leading 13-12.
For Northern Cambria, Booker, the quarterback, 8 carries, 31 yards. Peranish had 5 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Delansky had 4 carries, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Myers had 5 carries for 17 yards. Dunn had 1 carry for 2. 23 carries, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Through the air, 1 of 2, 36 yards. It was a backbreaker. So a total of 125.
It's high school football time, and that means time to stop by Luxembourg's Jewelers and lay away great gifts for the holidays. Luxembourg's offers a huge selection of diamonds and gems mounted in your favorite ring, pendant, or earrings. Score big with great giftware selections like keychains or pens, custom plaques and trophies for that special award. Team up with Luxembourg's Jewelers for that perfect gift and lay away today. Luxembourg's in the Indiana Mall, downtown, or on the web at luxembourgs.com. Luxembourg's Jewelers, we are Indiana's Jewelers.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense. Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
To you. Indiana leading Burl at the half, 22-0. That's good news. Marion Center over Penns Manor, 21-0. And let's see, we'll go to another thread here. 14-0 Cambria Heights over Northern Bedford at the half. Purchase Line leading United 20-0 at the half. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, and that's your ITT halftime show. On WCCS, Homer-Center receiving the second half kickoff when we return to Duffy Doherty Stadium. Wildcats will return home next Friday night at 6:20 airtime when they host the United Lions. Kickoff.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Every day, businesses open with a determination to make this day better than yesterday. Families work to create a better life. Communities come together to provide better opportunities. At First Commonwealth, we're proud to be part of this journey to a better tomorrow, to provide resources that help businesses succeed, to inspire families to save for a brighter financial future, to help support our communities and keep them strong, and be better together every day.
Set to go, and Peyton Meyer's kick comes near side, and it's taken by Colin Troop at the 28-yard line. Cuts far sideline over the 35, and down he goes on the kick coverage team for the Northern Cambria Colts making that tackle.
For Homer-Center, Colin Troop, and he gets taken
It was Ethan Donatelli.
15 of Northern Cambria, and was a 16, Ethan Donatelli.
So the Wildcats will start this first drive of the second half at their own 37-yard line. Boy, the lights remain out. That one stand
That is getting very much significant now, Mark. We barely see the officials back there. Again, returning kickoffs, you got to turn it upfield. He was trying to run laterally. It's just hard to do.
Cole McAnally with twins in the backfield gives up the middle. Big gaping hole. Colin Troop bangs his way toward a first down. It will depend on the spot up around the 47-yard line. Gain of about 10. Free safety. Ty Dunn finally stopped him. He'll be a half-yard shy of the sticks. I do believe, let's see what the, boy, they've been jumping the gun with those sticks, and they are going to give him the first down. I'll be honest with you, that is not a first down.
They haven't moved them yet.
The line of scrimmage was the 37, and they did not gain the 47. It should be second down and a half a yard, but instead it will officially go down as a 10-yard gain when it was really 9.5. Wildcats will take it. Colin Troop with the hole, big hole up the middle and into Colt territory inside the 45 toward that dark portion of the field. Ty Dunn, his second consecutive tackle. That is a gain of 10 more. Call it the 42 and 11-yard gain.
Yep. Yeah, they've moved those chains on a couple of occasions. Doing that is blowing those holes open, then you can run some stuff off of that.
Troop in the backfield. Cole McAnally hands it to him. They keep feeding him the ball. Running behind that big offensive line, maybe trying to wear Northern Cambria down a little bit. Troop inside the 40, down to about the 37-yard line. Xander Delonsky being credited with the tackle for the Northern Cambria Colts, the outside linebacker. Second down and about 5. The Wildcats right now, as we look out of our S&T Bank broadcast booth, operating left to right, but they are in that dark part of the field where that light standard is out, and they have Noah Henry in the backfield with a pistol back. Troop, little different look, and Troop just dives for a couple to about the 35-yard line. It'll be third down and a couple. On the tackle, Xander Delonsky again. Ball right on the nose of the football on the paint of the 35. It's third down and a long 2.
About 3 for the Wildcats on the Northern Cambria 35.
It may have been a challenge made to this line by the coaching staff at halftime. Said, we've got to start controlling scrimmage. They're doing a nice job so far.
13-12 Colts. Troop in the backfield. 3 receivers, and they give it up the middle to Troop, who has a first down and more inside the 30. Hard nose running inside the 25 down to about the 23. Man, somebody I think lit a fire under Colin Troop the way he's come out in this second half. From the 35 down to the 23-yard line, that's a 12-yard gain.
That'll be a first and 10 for the Wildcats at the Northern Cambria 23-yard line.
Great job of blocking at the point of attack. I'll tell you something else about it. The center snaps are much crisper. They're right on. That way you got a better rhythm on these handoffs.
To give to Troop again. Runs into his own man, bounces off that tackle, and to the 18-yard line for 5 more.
Colts are making some subs along that defensive front there. They're just getting manhandled.
Number 53 on the stop for the Colts, Gavin Rizzick.
Cody Dumm on that stop for the Northern Cambria Colts, says our spotter, Benny Mesker. Second down and 5, football at the Colts 17-yard line. They load up the backfield again, and they give it to Noah Henry up the middle. He lowers the shoulder, but he's met and dropped after a short gain. Gavin Rizzick on the stop for the Northern Cambria Colts. Short gain of a yard.
On the carry that time, Noah Henry. Short gain to play, brings up a third down.
Going to be third down and about 5 to go. 8:35 to play here in the third quarter. 13-12 Colts. Wildcats trying to move the chains again. Colin Troop in the backfield to the right of quarterback Cole McAnally from the gun. And they give it to Troop off left tackle. Makes a nice cut. Has a first down and more inside the 10-yard line down to about the 8.
Colin Troop once again gets the call. This time he's taken down by number 8 of Northern Cambria, Owen Booker.
8-yard pickup, I think, huh?
Yep, Owen Booker.
Pickup about 8 yards, puts the ball down first and goal.
Ball at the 8-yard line. Doing the heavy lifting on this drive, Colin Troop, and the snap a little wide. Cole McAnally did a good job, but it disrupted the play enough that Troop's going to lose 2 yards.
18, Colin Troop and gets taken down the backfield.
Tackled on the play. Isaac Wagner busted through to drop him.
Logan Dumm on the tackle.
Troops gained 50 yards this half in this drive alone, so that's impressive, but they got to finish. They got to finish.
He's had runs of 10, 11, 12, and 8 to speak of, but it's second down and goal now at the 10-yard line. 7.5 to play. Cole McAnulty, toss right to Hill. Makes a cut as a defender had him trapped in his own backfield. That was dumb, but he gets to the 5-yard line thanks to that cut. And Logan Dunn couldn't believe that he didn't get to Landon Hill. He gets to the 4-yard line, so a good job of
inside the 5
by Landon Hill, a gain of about 6. Again, the Wildcats without a kicking game. Got to get that fixed. Hill sidecar to the right of Cole McAnulty on 3rd and goal from just about the 4. And they give it to Hill off the left tackle, keeps the legs moving into the end zone for a touchdown. Great running by Landon Hill. And the Wildcats on the ground flex their muscles, and they drive 63 yards. And with 6:39 to play in the 3rd quarter, the Wildcats have the lead. Landon Hill's first varsity touchdown in his career. Well done.
He was determined, too, More. He would hit pretty much at scrimmage, but just keep driving. I'll give the offensive line credit, too. They're getting behind these guys and pushing, and get a lot of push after first contact. And that had a lot to do with this. Homer needs to get these 2 points.
2-point conversion. And they give it to Hill again, bounces it out, trying to get to the goal line, and I think they held him out, the Colts did. Yeah, no good. So the Wildcats 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions, but they lead 18-13. 5 minutes and 21 seconds off the clock. 10-play drive, covering 63 yards. The Wildcats have the lead. Drive summaries brought to you by Luther Ford Lincoln in Homer City. 18-13 Homer-Center IRMC High School Sports Night on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.
I'm Shannon Lipniskus. Hutton Blues Insurance of Indiana is proud to support high school football.
I'm Jay Blues. You can't beat football season, and when it comes to your insurance needs, you won't beat the service we provide at Hutton Blues Insurance.
Our family business has served Indiana and the surrounding counties for more than 3 decades.
Once you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck, area teams, from your friends at Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
Down by a Colt, one of the up Manzane Novella covered that football, but the Colts pretty good operating position in the dark part of the field with that light standard that's out.
Yeah, he bobbled that a little bit. That's what it takes on those squibbers.
Who'd have found it, though, in the darkness?
So the Colts have it 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Get your flashlights out, Ward.
I'll tell you, I'm glad I'm not doing sideline. You wouldn't be able to see me over there.
1st and 10 from their own 38. And they give up the middle, and that is Peyton Myers, the fullback, out over the 40.
61 make a tackle.
On the tackle, Michael Yunt of the Homer-Center Wildcats.
3 yards, number 81.
Gain of about 3.
Michael Yunt.
They have the old lights here on the wooden poles. There's 4 standards on each side. The standard that is out is behind the Wildcat bench, right about where the ball is at for Northern Cambria. They get to midfield and you're into a little better lighting. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can see, but it is noticeably different. And Bucher with a flag behind him. Bucher trying to get to the edge. He can't do it. Good Homer-Center defense And it was Mason Bell leading the way inside linebacker. You could hear Mason in our headsets pretty excited.
Yeah, Mason was happy about that. And that is important to do. You've got to keep Booker from turning upfield. He's been hurting Homer on that run.
The referee says illegal shift on the Colts. See what the Wildcats do here. It's declined, I think.
Yeah, no gain on the play. No sense taking the penalty.
So, well, no, they are marking it off.
Oh, they did take the penalty. Oh.
So they back it up from the 41 to the 36.
Well, a team that runs like this, it's probably not a bad decision. It makes it a little bit tougher for them.
Keep in mind our video stream too, because now they're putting it back. They're declining. Now I think they're declining it. I thought I saw the officials at 30. They're confused. They put the ball back, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go.
Declined the penalty, so now it's 3rd down.
That darkness can also wreak havoc with the video camera up above, shooting into a dark area. Delonsky in motion, and they pitch it to him, and the Wildcats try stringing it out, and Krajosik has Delonsky. Krajosik played that magnificently, and somebody had the eye on the quarterback, and Krajosik had the pitch man, and Delonsky was dropped after a gain of 2 up to the 43-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 5 to go, and I would suspect the Colts are going to punt.
Yeah, that's perfect play. You run with the pitch man till he gets the ball, then you come up and bring him down. That's all Michael did. Perfect play. Homer's going to get the ball back.
So the punt will come out of the darkness into the light.
I was in that position once in my life.
Many times.
I came out of the darkness.
And the snap is true, and the kick is away, and it's good. It's off the side of his foot, however, and into the Wildcat bench, so the official on the far side of the field will walk it up the sideline and say,
Wildcats 35, 40-yard line, they're saying.
At the 40-yard line, and we're going to have immediate timeout with 4:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. IRMC High School Sports Night coverage continues with the score. Homer-Center 18 and the Northern Cambria Colts 13. Back to Duffy Doherty Stadium after this on the WCCS Wildcat Football.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.
Want to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle? Want to sell your current vehicle? At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Check out the great Luther Ford inventory and drive off today, or order the exact vehicle you want. Have a trade? Luther Ford will give you a check for your vehicle's high trade-in value. If you want to just sell your current vehicle, Luther Ford can pay you thousands over KBB. At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
At their own 40-yard line after that shank punt of 17 yards, 4:55 remaining in this 3rd quarter, with Homer-Center now leading 18-13.
It's a big series right here. If Homer gets the score, at least they're going to be 2 scores ahead, and they'll make a huge difference, obviously.
Boy, we got like the old, this is a crazy formation, like double H-back, and the give to, is that Troop or Hill? It's Troop. And that was a different formation, like a triangle formation surrounding quarterback Cole McAnulty. And it goes for just 2 yards. On the tackle, Cody Dumb.
Couple yards, maybe a yard on the play. It brings up 2nd down, a little more than...
From the 40 to the 41, it'll be 2nd down and 9.
71 rushing yards for Colin Troop's having a pretty good night.
Colin last week, 15 carries, 86 yards, a 5.7 average. He scored a touchdown. 2nd down and 9. And they line up with double H back, and Cole's going to keep it. Cole into the secondary to the midfield, down the left sideline to the 40. He might be gone. They're trying to get the angle on him, and Maverick Baker knocks him down at the 15-yard line. But a gain of 43 yards for Cole McAnulty.
Boy, you did that fast.
Cole McAnulty, the quarterback.
Maybe 44.
Off to Troop and takes down the left.
See where they put the ball.
And he runs a long distance before number 21 for Northern Cambria, Maverick Baker. Finally trips him up.
They put it down at the 15, so 35, 45, 44 yards.
Good, excellent fake.
15-yard line.
Excellent fake by Cole that time, and he showed some good downfield speed as well, Mark. It's a big gain for Homer. Need to finish now.
More traditional formation for Homer-Center, and the handoff is Troop, and Troop is hit and dropped. Hitting him initially for the Colts, it was Nathan Offner, I think, 54, and then Logan Dunn finished him off.
On the tackle that time, number 35 for Northern Cambria, Logan Dunn.
No gain, maybe a loss of a yard on the play, WA.
Doesn't appear to be any gain there.
And gets stuffed immediately and wrapped up. So it's a second down and 10 still.
Receiver near sides, Michael Krajosik, 3:35, rapidly paced third quarter. Wildcats on the march, and Cole's going to keep it again. Goes short side, 15, 10-yard line, out of bounds he goes, hurdles over and trips over the rope that separates the fans from the playing field. And is Cole okay? He appears to be getting up. He's not going to join the track team for hurdles. He tried hurdling that rope. I tripped over that rope heading down to the field earlier. I didn't even see it. I walked right into it.
So it's third down.
They're going to say he's down at the 10-yard line, out of bounds at the 10. So third down and a manageable 4 yards.
So it's third down.
Ward, last week, the third quarter went on for a week and a half, and here we have 3.5 minutes left.
Well, keep it on the ground and keep moving it. It does pretty fast.
Cole McAnally, sidecar to the left. Cole hands it off to him. Makes a little cut, nothing doing. Good Northern Cambria defense, and no gain on that play, and it's going to be fourth down and 4 to go from the Colt 10.
Boy, not getting any surge from the line on that play.
Started out well in the second half with good surge and Troop running well.
Carey gets nothing that time.
Colts are cheating up a little. They're not respecting any kind of a pass right now. If they roll them out, I would hope it's to the right to give them a chance at least to get something on the ball. Everything's been left in this series.
So fourth down and about 4 to go. We're under 3 minutes to play in this quarter. 18-13 Homer-Center. They drove 63 yards, and there is a timeout on the field powered by Luxembourg Jewelers. Now's the time to stop by either Luxembourg Jewelers location in downtown Indiana or at the Indiana Mall and do what Ward Hilliard has done. Lay away your holiday gifts. He's spent a bundle. And Bernie,
wonder what Hilliard that is.
Coming back
I'm not
to Duffy Doherty Stadium. It's 18-13.
It's high school football time, and that means time to stop by Luxembourg's Jewelers and lay away great gifts for the holidays. Luxembourg's offers a huge selection of diamonds and gems mounted in your favorite ring, pendant, or earrings. Score big with great giftware selections like keychains or pens, custom plaques and trophies for that special award. Team up with Luxembourg's Jewelers for that perfect gift and lay away today. Luxembourg's in the Indiana Mall, downtown, or on the web at luxembourgs.com. Luxembourg's Jewelers, we are Indiana's Jewelers.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense. Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Underneath. Play they ran effectively in some practices. Let's see what they do here. Colin Troop in the backfield to the right of quarterback Cole McAnally. Double tights, and Cole going to pass over the middle, incomplete, and intercepted. There's a flag on the play. Maybe interference on Northern Cambria as they pushed off. Ooh, that on Krajosik.
Krajosik thinks that's the case.
They shielded him when the ball was in the air.
I'll bet they may have grabbed him.
Yeah, there's no doubt on that. So it's going to be first down Homer-Center.
That goes half the distance, does it not?
What happened, Ward, on the break, when Krajosik broke, the receiver kind of pushed him in the shoulder pad. The ball hadn't even been released yet when the penalty occurred, and the ball's in flight. You can't be pushing off on the receiver. Good call, 1st and goal.
Call is 1st and goal, and they'll take the ball half the distance to the goal. So 1st and goal from the Northern Cambria 5-yard line.
So 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 5. The ball pretty much in the center of the field.
They had Michael isolated one-on-one, so that corner really had his hands full, and I think that's what happened.
Colin Troop in the backfield with Cole McInaldi, and he gets the handoff up the middle, lowers the shoulder, dives for the goal line. He's in for a touchdown. 2:35 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Wildcats take advantage of the penalty on the Colts, and they make it 24-13. 5-yard touchdown run for Colin Troop. And the Wildcats now lead by 11. Nice drive, 60 yards, aided by the penalty.
Great drive. Great drive. They mixed it up a little bit. Had the 2 backs in there as lead blockers, plus a deep back. Gave them a little different look, and that paid off.
Troop on the handoff, and the Wildcats are going to go 0 for 4 on the 2-point conversion attempt. 7-play, 60-yard drive, took 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Drive summaries brought to you all night long by Luther Ford. They're going to be open Labor Day from 9 to 2 at Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City. Open Labor Day 9 to 2 at Luther Ford. Stop by, see Mario and the gang, and thank them when you're there for sponsoring Wildcat football. IRMC High School Sports Night coverage continues now.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Josic to the right, Anthony Rowland, and at different times they've all kicked the ball. Interesting setup for Homer-Center.
Just trying to get it down around the 30, 35-yard line. It's worked so far.
And the kick is a squibber inside the 30, picked up at the 25-yard line by the Colts. And let's see who has that football. I think it's Dumb, and he's tackled inside the 35. So this strategy has worked out pretty well for Homer-Center.
Yeah, it's breaking down the return rhythm. They just pick the ball up. The blocking's already been kind of busted up, so that allows Homer's.
That was Peyton Myers on the return, incidentally. Anthony Rowland on the tackle. And the Colts are going to take over just shy of their 35. We'll put it on the chart as a 35-yard line drive start. Pitt football tomorrow. New Hampshire on WCCS. Kickoff at 4 o'clock. Colts line up and send Peronish in motion, and they give it up the middle, and nothing doing for Peyton Myers, the fullback. Big pushback from Michael Yount and others in there. And I'm not sure who hit him initially. Denny, did you get that initial spot? But there was nothing doing. Michael Yount, I know, hit him initially. And also Vinny Taglietti. Loss of a yard back to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. 24-13 Homer-Center.
2nd down and 10 for Northern Cambria.
Northern Cambria sends receiver Janosko, who had a big reception in the first half, got behind the Wildcats secondary. He's near side. Delonsky in motion, option right. They pitch it to Delonsky, trying to get to the edge. Hurdles over one Wildcat tackler, but a lot of white jerseys flying to the ball tonight and doing a pretty good job across the way, right in that dark part of the field with that light standard out. Anthony Rowland making the tackle. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 it is. For
again, the pitch man in the corner. The corner comes up. That's what blew that play up. He had nowhere to go, so nice job by Homer's D.
Now the Wildcats were caught in a similar situation when Bucher found Janosko open down the left sideline. So you do have to be cognizant of that pitch and the run. You can't overplay it. Colts might pass here in this situation. 3rd down and 8, ball in the right hash. They operate right to left as we look out of the S&T Bank broadcast booth. Delansky in motion toward us. Back to pass, flushed out of the pocket. Stepping up and smothered is Bucher, and down he goes. He's sacked back inside the 35-yard line.
Boy, huge pressure up the middle. Defensive line came in, and listen to the Wildcat crowd over there. There's a lot of folks here from Homer-Center.
Isaiah Bentz on that tackle. The white jerseys responded to the crowd noise. So the sack, and the Colts are going to go 3 and out for the second time this quarter. We're down to 18 seconds to play. The punt team coming out on the field. Play clocks are off, so they can run this out if they wish to.
Peyton Myers back to punt the ball.
Peyton Myers to punt. And the kick, it's dumb actually punting. High kick, and it bounces, and it goes inside the 30 to the 25 to the 24-yard line. So going to be a 26, 36, 41-yard punt and no return as time expires here in the third quarter. A good third quarter for Homer-Center. 2 3 and outs by the defense, 2 touchdowns for the offense. Doesn't get any better than that. Thank you, Pat Doherty, for Judge 21 Committee for sponsoring the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Wildcats lead by 11.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Had one score aided by the penalty, but they deserve that, and they're in the dark again because they switched sides. We're down there where that light standard's burned.
Cole McInally, let's see, that looks like Landon Hill in the backfield. We have to look into the darkness too, and he does get the handoff, and Landon has a yard, maybe 2. Good defense again up the gut by the Northern Cambria Colts. Dawson Schutte in there, getting up off the bottom of the pile.
Hill goes off right tackle.
Hill
taken down by the Colts number 50.
gains a yard. Let's see. Yep, just 1 yard to the 26.
This is the time you like to control the ball, move it down the field.
Out of town scoreboard end of 3. Pence Manor trailing Marion Center 35-0. Same score at United end of 3. 35-0. Purchase line over United. Cole McInally, a little bit of a high snap, and he hands it off on that read option, and Landon Hill says thanks a lot. He got tattooed by Xander Delansky in his own backfield. A loss of 3 yards back to the 23-yard line. Logan Dunn also on that tackle. But it's 3rd down and 13. Colts need a big stop here.
Again, when the snaps have been pretty good this half, but that one was not, and you can see the result. It just blows up the whole continuity of the play.
Let's see, Wildcats have been behind the chains and come up big a couple of times in this game, and Cole's going to roll to his right after taking the direct snap. He's going to throw downfield, this one up for grabs, and intercepted at midfield. And tackling the interceptor, a pair of 10s converge. Ty Dom with the easy pick on a ball that was well underthrown, and then Anthony Rowland tackled him. Not a well-thrown ball at all.
After the interception, They'll have a first and
Well,
10
the one thing you
at midfield.
didn't want to do, and I said this at the Keys, is turn the ball over. Nobody has done that tonight at this point. You don't want to give the Colts any chance, and that's giving them excellent field position at midfield. Homer's D, again, will have to come up big. Those missed extra points really hurt.
Of course, the Colts fans want good things to happen. For those viewers and listeners, the give to Delonsky. And Delonsky fumbles the football, and it's picked up on a hop, and it's loose again, and the Wildcats have it. With the football, I think it's Noah Henry. It went back and forth with 2 or 3 guys, and Noah Henry, I think, came up with the fumble on the second attempt. And what are they saying here? And Henry is down.
He was injured, but clearly recovered the ball. It was free.
It is Wildcat ball, yep.
What a break.
Number 5 recovers it
So,
from Henry for the
I
Wildcats.
just mentioned the turnover. Bang, there's 2 now.
Couldn't find the
Unbelievable. Pardon me for laughing, but I'm enjoying the
Wildcats
game.
get the ball right back. First and 10 from their own 37.
So I don't know how to score that. There was
Double
a run and
fumble.
a fumble there, so I don't know how many
was
yards
that
he had.
Was that Delonsky on the carry? I would say about a 5-yard gain, Ward, and then he was fumbling.
I'll give him 5 on that. Now, if you're the Wildcats, possess the football. Take your time, move it down the field, no turnovers.
From their own 37-yard line.
Is Wallbeck in there?
Wallbeck in the backfield, and he leads the way for Colin Troop, but not much doing there for Colin Troop from the 37. I don't know that he picked up anything.
Number 18 on the carry, Colin Troop.
Justin Wallbeck, a rare appearance in the backfield. I think they're going to have to get him in there more in these situations.
He actually ran the wrong side.
No gain on the play. 10 minutes, just churned under that 10-minute mark remaining in the game.
Smart thing, take your time.
24-13.
Use that 24-second clock.
24-13 Homer-Center. In the backfield, pistol back is Colin Troop. But Cole wants to pass. He's going to throw deep downfield for Krajosik, trying to streak under it, almost intercepted by Peyton Myers of the Colts, who was running stride for stride. Wildcats getting greedy instead of using clock, and now that clock stopped. 9:36 left in the football game.
Yeah, they saw an isolation out there, one-on-one coverage. Myers a great job of coverage, though. He was right with him. You're right, Mark. That's a gamble, and that didn't pay off that time.
So after the back-to-back turnovers, one on the Wildcats, one on the Colts, Cats are faced with a 3rd down and 10 from their own 37. There's some confusion in this formation. They reposition Wallbeck, and now a timeout going to be called by Homer-Center. Brought to you by Luxembourg Jewelers. Luxembourg Jewelers reminds you to visit luxembourgs.com for great gift ideas for the holidays or any occasion. Luxembourg Jewelers, downtown Indiana, and at the Indiana Mall, stepping out from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. 9:36 remaining in the game. 24-13 Homer-Center on the WCCS Wild.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
In the game, Wildcats operating in the dark portion of the field with that one light standard out, where they used to say in baseball, give them the dark one. You remember that?
Yeah.
You don't hear that anymore, but now would be a good time for the Wildcats, if you're a Homer-Center fan tuning in or watching, to give them the dark one.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice to pick up 10 yards, wouldn't it?
Empty backfield. The Wildcats have Roland, to the left. Tight end left is actually in a stand-up position. It's Justin Walbeck. Troop to the right. Twin receivers up top. Cole dancing around, throws on the run, underneath to Rowland. Rowland breaks one tackle, breaks a second, has a first down. Great effort, Anthony Rowland. And the Colts can't believe it. They had him lined up. Offner had him, and I think it was Maverick Baker had a shot at him before the lead chain. He bounced off those two tackles, bounced into Colt territory to the 48 and a new set of downs.
Like about a 12-yard pickup, and a lot of that was second effort on Anthony Rowland's part. Huge play. Huge play.
15 yards officially.
They say in hockey, circle that play. Well, you got to circle that one. That was big.
15 yards to Rowland. H-back left is Noah Henry. The give up the middle and nothing for Colin Troop. This young Colts defense, and offense for that matter, this team is going to be a team that's going to be heard from for a while with only two seniors. Yeah, Cody Dumm on the stop. The two seniors, granted, are good ones. They're both linemen, Gavin Rezick and also Isaac Wagner. But beyond that, they're all underclassmen on this ball club, which bodes well for the future. And they played two tough games here to start. Gave Purchase Line a good battle. In this game, they led 13-12 at the break. It's 24-13 now, Homer-Center. And Cole McAnulty, Colin Troop ducks under one tackler inside the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. We'll see where they spot him down before he's pushed back. As we have 8.5 minutes remaining in the game. Defensively, Logan Dumm on the stop. Logan Dumm, one of the linebackers. So it'll be third down and almost 5 to go.
82 yards for Colin Troop.
Big thing now that keeps the clock moving. Colts do have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Plus several other players.
Wildcats with 1.
For the Wildcats on a Northern Cambria.
Thank you to our studio engineer, Michael Burdick, tonight for his great work. Behind me is our digital manager, John Smathers, producing tonight's video stream. High snap, Cole McAnulty hands it off to Troop, and Troop inside the 40, going to be close to another first down. Great effort. What's Troop's updated stats? Stats brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. On the tackle, Isaac Wagner.
22 carries, 86 yards I have him for.
86?
Yep.
Which is exactly where he finished last week. And there's a official timeout for a measurement. At IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville's Urgicare, they fast-track you for quick access to the team of medical experts. Highly trained and ready to treat all minor illnesses and injuries, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge offers the full spectrum of Urgicare 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Located Old Route 22 in Blairsville. Get in, get out, get better at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, a part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. And the Wildcats' new life with a new set of downs after they stretched the chains out.
Every first down burning about 2 minutes off the clock, and that's what you're playing right now.
I haven't mentioned her yet, but upstairs on the video camera is Caitlin Dotz helping us out tonight. Marion Center grad. She produced a lot of IUP sports, working with us on our video cam tonight. Going to say hello to Sarah, Bryson, and Ian. They're on the road listening to tonight's broadcast. I think maybe on their way to Tennessee. And Chris is down in Florida tuning in.
And thank you to Chris for this jacket he got us. It's
you weren't
very handy tonight, but I left it in the car.
1st and 10. Yeah, it's much cooler. Give to Troop. Troop knifes inside the 35. Still on his feet. Finally flung down by the Colts' Isaac Wagner as he gets to the 32-yard line.
Troop once again gets the carry.
So from the 38 to the 32, a gain of about 6. Ward, you weren't supposed to say thank you. Chris, I tried charging him $65 or make it $95 for that jacket. I told him I got it for him and he owed me money, but no, I guess the secret's out. It was a freebie from Chris.
Well, it was awful nice of him.
Yes, it was. I got one that looks just like it.
Yeah, I know.
2nd down and 4 to go. Thank you, Chris and Sarah. There's that triangle formation again, and Landon Hill gets the handoff. And Landon down to the 26-yard line. I think the Wildcats offensive front may be wearing down this Colts defense right now. Ty Dumb, the free safety, on the tackle. But the Wildcats have dominated this second half. They have another first down as we approach the midway point of this fourth quarter being sponsored by the Locker Room at Diamond Medical Supply.
The big line is starting to wear down the Colts. And, when you're behind and you can't stop the other team, it's very frustrating. You can see that. Hands on the hips, bent over. Homer just needs to protect the football and keep moving it. 5:53 and counting.
Everything sounding good in Hatteras, North Carolina, as the Wildcats burn their final timeout. Brought to you by Luxembourg Jewelers in downtown Indiana and at the Indiana Mall. Time to lay away your holiday gifts. The Hatteras Island. Let's see who. I'm not sure who texted us here, but you all sound good. We don't know if they're watching or viewing. You can let us know down in Hatteras Island, North Carolina, but we're happy you're on board. Boy, that has changed everything through the years. We'll keep it here with 5:46 remaining. With the audio stream and the video streams now. It's amazing.
Is down that
We've
way,
heard from Florida. Let us know if you're, what the heck, I'll give out my
Anderson
number.
brothers are out in Arizona. They always check in.
If you're watching the video stream or listening, let us know. My personal cell phone number, I'll give it out. I can always change it. 724-840-4488, 840-4488. Let's light up the phone and let me know if you're watching or listening. We've heard from several folks here tonight.
I've seen that on some restroom walls. I don't know why.
This is funny. I got to take a picture. John Smathers underneath the stairway of Duffy Doherty Stadium, our video producer. But we're in here. They accommodated us. The athletic director, is it Fred the athletic director? Montanaro, the athletic director. Fred, we thank him for his cooperation.
Very, very nice. Everything's very nice here.
1st and 10 after the Wildcats burn their final timeout. They're at the Colts' 25-yard line, leading 24-13. Back-to-back touchdowns in the third quarter. Give to Landon Hill, comes near side, gets a nice block from Rowland at the 15 to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal at about the 7-yard line. Great block by Anthony Rowland to spring Landon Hill, the Wildcats sophomore who continues to impress.
About an 18-yard pickup there, was it not?
Ty Dumb again on the tackle. Ty Dumb's been in on a lot of tackles.
But it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
Hello to Mike Ciani, watching or listening, we're not sure, in Boonesboro, Maryland. Mike, of course, lived in Homer City for so many years. His son was a good football player here at Homer-Center, and I know the young one's playing some baseball too. I'm not sure about football. Cole McInally takes the direct snap to Landon Hill. Landon down to about the 5-yard line. We're down to about 5 minutes remaining, and there's a flag coming in. Our spotter, Dennis Mesker, mentioned it.
Let me guess that's a hold.
24.
Sean is listening in Evansburg, Pennsylvania.
We'll have to wait to see what the call is here.
This is Michael Grimes, Anthony Rowland's uncle, listening in Hatteras Island, North Carolina.
There we go. Well, he just threw a heck of a block.
Yes, he did.
Looks like they're marking it off.
5:10 to play in the game. It's going to be a penalty on the Wildcats. You know, the Wildcats have been pretty clean in the penalty department. Going to be a hold that backs it up to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, it was called in the defensive backfield.
Here's one word. Hello, Mark. Alan Cooper watching from Jackson, Mississippi. Looks and sounds great. Thank you. Alan Cooper, Jackson, Mississippi. Andrea's watching out by our fire pit in Homer City. Tell John Smathers we said hello.
Takes it back to the 13-yard line.
Oh, Andres, I'm sorry, the Andres. And John's waving. You're just not seeing it. Save us a hot dog when we get back into town. You know, I saw a study on hot dogs. Jody Rainey, the principal of Homer-Center, president of the Heritage Conference. Have you ever ate a hot dog in your life? How many would you guess? Just I'm going to take a guess. Over 1,000, he says. Well, this study that came out last week, this is a true story. I'm not making this up. For every hot dog you eat, it takes 35 minutes off of your life.
36. I heard 36 minutes.
Now, on the side, if you eat salmon, it adds 45 minutes. So there's a balancing effect. And then chicken wing, like one chicken wing, I forget, it was like 40 minutes off. I should have been dead years ago.
Yeah. Folks, you just thought we were doing football coverage here, didn't you? You didn't know
we got it all. We got it all. Under 5 minutes to go. Have you ever had a hot dog word? Here we go. First and goal at the 13. Cole hands it off, and Landon Hill cuts it back and gets back to the 5-yard line, where he was before Ward started the hot dog talk.
That's about a 10-yard pick.
Cody Dunn on the tackle, about 8 yards from the. They're going to put it down at the 6, so from the 13 to the 6, a gain of 7.
Makes the stop.
Now, sometimes you wonder if these are all true, but this is Prib watching from Alaska. So that would be Pribish, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Watching in Alaska. Wow. Loving the stream, Johnny G. Thank you, Johnny. Pistol back is Landon Hill. 2nd down and goal, and they give it, and going nowhere is Landon Hill. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Down to 4 minutes remaining in the game as we digress. 24-13.
We do. You digress. I'm writing numbers down here. 58 yards for Landon Hill.
Nick Schmidt, former Wildcat standout.
8 yards for Colin Troop to get him to 100, but it's not going to happen on this drive.
Nick Schmidt, former Wildcat standout, listening or viewing, or the other. 3rd down and goal from about the 9-yard line. Wildcats leading 24-13.
Wonderful second half for this team. Did a nice job getting control and keeping it.
Greg Page will join us on our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. Sidecar to the left is Hill. Again, that sloppy snap, a little slow getting back there, but they hand it off to Hill. They try pushing him down toward the goal line. They get him inside the 5, down to about the 4-yard line, and that will be all. Let's see if Northern Cambria burns any of their timeouts. They have 3 remaining, but they're going to let the clock roll. We're exactly 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Homer-Center leading 24-13. Back at home next Friday night, hosting the United Lions. Airtime will be 6:20.
United's having a tough time of it so far this year.
I called Jody Rainey earlier in the day, and there may be nothing new. The River Valley West Shamokin game, of course, canceled tonight because of COVID issues, and there is a timeout called by Northern Cambria. We'll keep it here. Luxembourg Jewelers reminds you that the time to stop by either Luxembourg convenient location in downtown Indiana and at the Indiana Mall, time to lay away your holiday gifts. Word, if you could maybe give up your headset 1 second during this timeout. Jody Rainey, the president of the Heritage Conference and also the principal. And we rode by the fire department, by the way, to get here tonight, Jody. So that's, looking good. I know you have some big plans out there. You keep trying to raise money. But West Shamokin, unfortunately, the game with River Valley canceled due to COVID concerns, I believe, at West Shamokin. I talked to you earlier in the day, and I know they were trying to sort through those issues. Any idea how that will go down? Will that game be made up at any point?
Yeah, West Shamokin, I know, contacted Ralph Cesari, the District 6 football chair, today, and my understanding is Ralph's just confirming with them to make sure how they're supposed to handle it. I did ask the question if there was any possibility of maybe playing it early this week, but I haven't gotten a reply to that yet. Right now District 6 is just trying to give them some guidance and advice. There hasn't been any solid answer on if it would be a forfeit, a no contest, or if there's even an opportunity to still play it.
All right, and obviously if they were to play it, it would happen. I would think if not played by Tuesday, it's not happening.
Yeah, we were in that boat last year, Mark. You know that at Homer-Center, and if you wait too long, then you end up with 3 games in less than 10 days, and that's just not possible.
Maybe move a Friday game to Saturday if need be, on the back end of that. Hold on, Jody, you're right with us here. On fourth down and goal from the 4-yard line, motion man Austin Zenizak, and Cole's looking to pass, flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right, throws, and it's caught, touchdown! Homer-Center Wildcats Austin Zenizak, I believe that is, on the far side of the field. And his first varsity touchdown. And the Wildcats extend their lead to 30-13 with 2:28 to play in the football game on a 4th down and goal. Paul McAnaldy's 3rd touchdown pass of the night. And the Wildcats have busted it open. Nice looking play. You know those guys, right?
You had them out in the flat there. Really nice.
So, guess time will tell, Jody. Maybe, as I said, if they played Monday or Tuesday, you could push West Shamokin and Blairsville's next game to Saturday if need be. So probably just so many possibilities, right?
There is. And I guess, like I said, if they don't play that early, Mark, from last year, that just makes too many games in a 10-day period.
Thanks, Jody. 2-point conversion. This time the Wildcats, Landon Hill takes it in, and they have their first conversion of the night, and the Wildcats now lead 32-13. A very, very impressive second half for the Homer-Center Wildcats as they drive 63 yards, and they do it on 13 plays. It took 8 minutes off the clock. They're in control. They're going to even up their record to 1-1. Colts are going to drop to 0-2. Wildcat kickoff when we return on an IRMC Sports Night on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Every day, businesses open with a determination to make this day better than yesterday. Families work to create a better life. Communities come together to provide better opportunities. At First Commonwealth, we're proud to be part of this journey to a better tomorrow, to provide resources that help businesses succeed, to inspire families to save for a brighter financial future, to help support our communities and keep them strong, and be better together every day.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.
For the Northern Cambria Colts, it's Peyton Myers.
And he gets taken down.
Myers out over the 35-yard line to about the 37. 2:21 remaining in the game. Ward, there's always tough situations. We just can't get everything behind us with regards to the pandemic, and it just continues to wreak havoc with people's lives. And our friend who joined our broadcast team, Carly Kraus, lost a loved one, a family friend and actually stepmother to her son. Earlier this week, our condolences to Carly. 1st and 10, and Bucher is smothered, and down he goes. He's sacked. Let's see a lot of white jerseys. Back inside the 35-yard line. It was Noah Henry.
Bucher drops back to pass, and he gets smothered in the backfield by number 61 and 62. On the tackle was Michael Yunt and Isaiah Benz.
Final score, Marion Center 41, Penns Manor 7. Thank you, Jerry Rossai.
Second down and
Indiana, big win at Burrow, 44-7. Wow, they even up their record, 1-1. Marion Center 41, Penns Manor 7. Motion man for the Colts, and now there's another tackle. Justin Walbeck sacks Bucher back inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. Wildcats are just bringing it right now, Ward.
Yeah, they're just coming. There was a full blitz up the middle. Nobody could block that. Nobody could block that.
We're not going to get to all of these texts, but we thank everybody for listening and viewing tonight's game. 3rd down and about 20. Colts need to get to the 47-yard line.
They're banded. They ought to try to get something on the ground. They're having no luck trying to drop back right now.
1 minute to play in the game. The Wildcats show blitz and the Colts jump. Walbeck was coming up the middle, and he forced the Colts to jump, and it will be 3rd and 25. And the horses are out of the barn.
Yeah. Turn out the lights. The party's over.
They already did that in the first half.
Third down
Yeah.
to 25.
The lights are out, aren't they?
Yeah, part of them.
What a second half, though. Homer's just came out
I'm
and
not sure
took
what
over this football game.
The yards in the second half, I guess,
we'll
be able to figure them out. It's
be
total
pretty
domination.
lopsided, yep.
Stephen McLaughlin, assistant coach for Homer-Center now. Good to have Stephen back on, involved with Homer-Center football after graduating from college. And the give up the middle, and the Colts, I think, have just waved the white towel, and I think we just witnessed the final play in this football game. Big second half
That carry
for
there.
Homer-Center.
Just a couple-yard gain by Booker on the play.
Wildcats outscore Northern Cambria 20-0. Romulos Dokos, his father might be over in Greece watching or listening.
And with the final
And that is the final play of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the score.
Impressive second half for the Wildcats. Did a lot of good things in his football game. Impressed with the defense, the way it's coming together from Homer-Center's perspective. And they just ground down the young Colts as this second half wore on. The Colts led at the half 13-12, but the Wildcats turned the game upside down, and they win it by a final score of 32-13. Stay with us for our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show coming up next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Homer-Center evens up the record at 1-1. The Colts drop to 0-2. Postgame show up next on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
Unless you need that yet.
No, it's okay.
Sure?
Yeah.
We'll come back with the recap.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Want to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle? Want to sell your current vehicle? At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Check out the great Luther Ford inventory and drive off today, or order the exact vehicle you want. Have a trade? Luther Ford will give you a check for your vehicle's high trade-in value. If you want to just sell your current vehicle, Luther Ford can pay you thousands over KBB. At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
It's high school football time, and that means time to stop by Luxembourg's Jewelers and lay away great gifts for the holidays. Luxembourg's offers a huge selection of diamonds and gems mounted in your favorite ring, pendant, or earrings. Score big with great giftware selections like keychains or pens, custom plaques and trophies for that special award. Team up with Luxembourg's Jewelers for that perfect gift and lay away today. Luxembourg's in the Indiana Mall, downtown, or on the web at luxembourgs.com. Luxembourg's Jewelers, we are Indiana's Jewelers.
Hungry after losing tough season openers. Two teams met in the Colts home opener Friday night here at Duffy Doherty Stadium, and the Wildcats prevailed 32-13. They scored first in this game. Halfway through the first quarter on their second possession, Homer-Center was pinned deep in their own territory, faced with a 3rd down and 13. Officially a 3-play, 80-yard drive that took a minute 28. Bad snap on the 2-point conversion, and it was 6-0 Homer-Center. But the Colts came right back in Homer-Center, starting at their own 37. Back-to-back runs covering 37 yards for Colton Peronish. They worked it down to the 21-yard line, and it was Xander Dolonsky that got the Colts even. Trey Pershing's extra point made it 7-6. We ended up with 3 touchdowns in 3 possessions because the Wildcats late in the first took over at their own 31, got it into Colt territory, but then a grounding the ball penalty on quarterback Cole McAnulty backed them up to the Colt 40-yard line. Homer-Center, near impossible situation, 3rd down and 25, but they pulled this out. The 11 plays, 69 yards, took 4.5 minutes. The pass for 2 failed, but the Wildcats had a 12-7 lead. 2 possessions later for Northern Cambria, they started a drive at their own 48-yard line. On a 3rd down and 2, they got a 36-yard pass play from quarterback Bucher to Ben Janosko that took the football to Homer-Center's 8-yard line, and Colton Peronish finished it off.
Hey guys, when you're done with that, just like clamp it to 1 or 2 by 4s.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Four-play, 52-yard drive that also took a minute 28. That was the score at the half. Colts 161 yards of offense in the first half. Homer-Center with those 2 big pass plays, 189. Second half, total domination, Homer-Center. They scored twice in the 3rd quarter, tacked one on the 4th. They went on a drive on their opening possession. Colin Troop gains of 10, 11, and 12, and then another 8-yard gain to the Northern Cambria 8-yard line. Logan Hill, after a 2-yard loss back to the 10, he took over a 6-yard Landon Hill, I should say, a 6-yard gain. And then from the 4-yard line, the sophomore scored his first varsity touchdown.
I think it's
18-13 at that point. The 1 for 2 failed. Colts 2 possessions in the 3rd quarter. They were both 3 and out. In between, the Wildcats started another drive at their own 40-yard line. Cole McAnulty, the quarterback, took off for a 44-yard run to Northern Cambria's 15-yard line. Colts defense stiffened. Cats actually a 4th and 4 from the Colts 10, but a pass interference penalty kept the drive alive. They had 1st and goal at the 5-yard line, and Colin Troop, who did a lot of the heavy lifting in this football game, got the call.
How'd you do with the stats?
I got him.
Closer.
24-13, try for 2 failed again. Colts couldn't get anything going. We had back-to-back turnovers, a Ty Dumb interception from Northern Cambria, and then a Noah Henry fumble recovery. So the Wildcats got the ball back again and delivered the knockout punch. Starting at their own 37-yard line, 3rd and 10, big pass play Anthony Rowland's superb second and third effort to pick up the first down on a 15-yard pass play. Cats worked it down inside the 10. They had a holding penalty, but they were able to overcome it. They ended up with a 4th down and goal at the 4-yard line when a junior scored his first varsity touchdown.
And the Wildcats extend their lead to 30-13 with 2:28 to play in the football game on a 4th down and goal. His third touchdown pass of the night, and the Wildcats have busted it open.
Landon Hill, for good measure, the 2-point conversion run, their first conversion success of the night, set the final at 32-13. Homer-Center's 1-1. Northern Cambria drops to 0-2. When we come back, Ward Hilliard will be checking the stats on the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show, and head coach Greg Page will be joining us too. That as we continue from Duffy Doherty Stadium on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network. We'll see how we play it here. If he's here, we'll do interview first. If he's not, we'll do stats.
He's on his way, I think.
Yeah, he's on his way.
The Indiana County Technology Center Adult Education Program offers a variety of career pathways for adults. Whether you're looking for a new career or simply just learn new skills, ICTC's selection of diverse programs will help you achieve your goals. Our programs are tailored to fit your needs and offer industry-specific certification opportunities. Call today at 724-349-6700 to find out how we can help you become more successful.
Want to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle? Want to sell your current vehicle? At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Check out the great Luther Ford inventory and drive off today, or order the exact vehicle you want. Have a trade? Luther Ford will give you a check for your vehicle's high trade-in value. If you want to just sell your current vehicle, Luther Ford can pay you thousands over KBB. At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
after stopping them maybe the first time or two, they kind of had their way with us the rest of the first half, and then hit a nice pass and scored before the half. And I felt like we were out of sorts. So when you go in and you see that on your kids' faces, you just try to do something to get them juiced up a little bit. Certainly taking the ball down on the first drive of the second half was key.
This interview, by the way, also being streamed on our Facebook page. So if you want to jump on our WCCS Facebook page, you can watch this interview with the coach as well. Well, you forced a 3-and-out, 2 3-and-outs to start the game, too, and then the offense got the ball on the second possession. You're pinned deep in your own territory. Tough situation, 3rd and 13 from your 16-yard line. But, boy, beautiful aerial from your junior quarterback, Cole McAnulty, to Michael Krajosik, who ran under it and did the rest.
He's got a great arm. You can see that. I mean, when he gets set and he lays it out there, it's strong. That was a thing of beauty. He threw another one later in the half to Roland that was a thing of beauty. And, that's the thing. That's what we've been doing the last couple of years. If you're going to try to take those chances, we got the arm. We're going to try to poke and prod a little bit, and we did that. And Michael and Anthony both ran great routes. Cole, just like I said, tremendous throws. And so those were the big play things, but I felt like we were very, very inconsistent and kind of lethargic at times offensively with the ground game in the first half.
Some of the snaps from center were sluggish, let's say, not a lot of zip on them, and at times that seemed to throw off the timing on some of your plays.
It does. It's got to get better. We've addressed it. Now, obviously, it's it's something that we were able to deal with tonight, but we'll get better. We got a good kid there. We got another kid that works some snaps too. The thing of it is, they're hard workers, and they're going to take it to heart, and we're going to improve it.
A little bit of a boxing match. They bounce right back and score on their next drive and take the lead. But then your kids responded. A drive that started late in the first and went into the second quarter. Almost an impossible situation after intentional grounding. You have a 3rd and 25, and Cole throws another strike. This time down the left sideline to Anthony Roland, and he did the rest.
Yeah, again, when you're down in that plus territory, it's 3rd and long. You can do two things. You can try to just sneak something underneath and get what you can, or take a shot. We took another shot. Great throw, great catch. Coverage wasn't terrible, I don't think. And credit to them. I told Sam after the game, I said, that offense, the film from the first game, not that the quality of the film, but just watching that first game didn't really do it justice. I mean, they really have some nice wrinkles and force you to play so disciplined. And a lot of times we did, but they caught us sometimes, and when they caught us, they scored. They made nice drives. I'm glad to be done dealing with it, I'll tell you that.
Coach, before it gets away from me, Anthony Roland on that touchdown pass, I thought he was one of the standout performers tonight on both sides of the ball. Tremendous play near side, right below us on a 3rd down and 10, key part of the ball game when you delivered the knockout punch. He not only hauls in the pass, but then second and third effort, bounced off a couple tacklers and picked up a huge first down at that point. I thought Anthony played a very solid football game.
He did, yeah. And, that's the thing. It's the first year him really playing receiver, and I think Cole rolled to that way. He got flushed a little, and Anthony stayed with him, and Cole made a throw just to try to pick up some yards there. And when I saw Anthony miss and make another guy miss, I said, hey, I think we got it. And that was the whole key. You're using more time, and then we end up scoring again to really put it away. So, yeah, and he's wiry, but he's stronger than he looks. He does a nice job at free safety coming up and making some tackles too.
Second half, you came out and really pounded the football. 3 straight plays, Colin Troop plus 10, plus 11, plus 12, and then Landon Hill finished off that drive after the pass interference penalty, or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. No, that was a different drive, but Landon did get his first career touchdown run. But did you challenge the offensive line at halftime? What was the thinking? Because it was just kind of spread formation, but ground and pound.
We challenged everybody at halftime. I'll put it. That's a nice, clean, one-sentence way of saying it. But yeah, and I know what they're doing. I told our guys, I said, look, we got a pretty veteran line, but they're bringing the heat. They're bringing people, firing people through gaps. That's what some teams are going to do that. And we knew that, and you try to work against it. Again, you lose a day, which they did too, but you lose that day, so you don't have that time to really kind of continue to emphasize that and rep it and everything. So when you see it live from a good football team, it can be hard to deal with sometimes. I'm proud of the way we came off the ball. And we were able even to run some traps, too, with some of that pressure and get some seams. And guys up front, we'll have to look, but I think they did a pretty decent job, and then our backs ran hard, too.
One negative, Coach, that I'd like to bring up, the PATs. You don't have a kicking game. We worry that could hurt you in big situations, and then the two-point conversion game, you only go 1 for 5. Is there a kicking game that maybe is in progress? It's in the lab being developed.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the lab. Yeah, because now we missed a couple opportunities. I know in looking at it, I got upset, but we missed a couple opportunities that if we make the right read or choice, it was there. But you still have to make it connect. So we have a couple nice sets there, but again, that was one thing. Sad to say, we really didn't get to work on that live this week because of the shortened day. That's usually a Wednesday thing, but it's something. Both things have to continue to come along and develop.
One of the light standards out here, did that from up here at times it was pretty dark in that section of field. Did you notice that? Did you feel it? Did it cause any issues?
I felt it and noticed it and was worried about it. And so when we came out in the second half, they had the choice of which side to go to, and I'm glad we were going this way fourth quarter just in case, because then we would have had more light, if we did need to have to throw the ball or
good call,
that sort of thing. But they chose to go the opposite way in the third, which I'm sure they really didn't even think about it. So it could have worked out for us there as well.
Two quick things to finish up. Assess your quarterback play. Did he take a step forward tonight?
I definitely
those passes?
did.
Yep.
He definitely did. Yeah, he made some mistakes. I told him he hung a couple up there, and listen, it's his second varsity game, and they're bringing pressure, and I'd like for him to. He made a really nice run on the one counter tray or QB keep. I told him, I said, we got to get your legs going. I said, that's part of this offense. And he did. He made a nice read, nice cut, and gets down the sideline. That was huge in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But the other stuff is just clearly going to come with experience. His touchdown to AZ, the last touchdown there, getting flushed a little. It wasn't the first read. Beautiful pass. Yeah, that was the thing. That was the one I was more excited about than the deep balls, to be honest with you, because he made a nice calm read there and threw a bullet. AZ catches it and gets in the end zone. Feel good for him too. So yeah, there were definitely some strides tonight. We got to keep going though.
And the defense, huge strides. You could see them getting their mojo back. Of course, you get the lead, you're able to pin your ears back. And Northern Cambria didn't have an answer for that.
Yeah, we left them with too little time left, and we had the lead. Again, I give them credit. I mean, Sam's got a young team, 2 seniors, I think you said earlier in the week. And they battled. I mean, they battled with a really good offense and aggressive defense. They're on their home field for the first time this season. I thought they played with a lot of pride and a lot of emotion. I thought we did not match that early on.
United, back home next Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it's Coach Marabito. I mean, I don't know what they did tonight or how everything went there, but I know they're going to be tough. They're going to be formidable. He has them ready every week. We're going back home. Can't waste the home games. You got a chance to play in front of your fans, who were tremendous last week. We got to keep taking the next step.
You took a big step tonight. It's in the win column. You're 1-1. We'll talk to you next Friday night.
Thank you guys very much.
Head coach Greg Page of the Homer-Center Wildcats, and our first Commonwealth Bank post-game show will continue with a look at the stats and the out-of-town scoreboard. We have them for you when we return on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network. Homer-Center wins it 32-13. Back after this.
Set it down here. That goes to you, right? What's that?
They're selling pizzas for $15
here.
Yeah.
First come, first
They're trying to get rid of
$10 for a large pizza.
No, Labor Day weekend. We're going to try it.
Okay, Coach, here you go.
Next week.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense. Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
It's high school football time, and that means time to stop by Luxembourg's Jewelers and lay away great gifts for the holidays. Luxembourg's offers a huge selection of diamonds and gems mounted in your favorite ring, pendant, or earrings. Score big with great giftware selections like keychains or pens, custom plaques and trophies for that special award. Team up with Luxembourg's Jewelers for that perfect gift and lay away today. Luxembourg's in the Indiana Mall, downtown, or on the web at luxembourgs.com. Luxembourg's Jewelers, we are Indiana's Jewelers.
Want to buy a new or pre-owned vehicle? Want to sell your current vehicle? At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Check out the great Luther Ford inventory and drive off today, or order the exact vehicle you want. Have a trade? Luther Ford will give you a check for your vehicle's high trade-in value. If you want to just sell your current vehicle, Luther Ford can pay you thousands over KBB. At Luther Ford, you can do it all. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City.
I'm Shannon Lipniskus. Hutton Blues Insurance of Indiana is proud to support high school football.
I'm Jay Blues. You can't beat football season, and when it comes to your insurance needs, you won't beat the service we provide at Hutton Blues Insurance.
Our family business has served Indiana and the surrounding counties for more than 3 decades.
Once you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck, area teams, from your friends at Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
I can't hear.
On our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show, time to look at the stats in this 32-13 Wildcat victory. Ward, you don't have me in the headset?
I can hear you, Pline.
Okay.
Right next to me here. I don't be able to hear you. Here we go. For Northern Cambria, Booker had 13 carries, 22 yards. A lot of those were lost yards when he was trying to pass late in the game. Peranish checked in with 5 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Delonsky had 36 yards on 7 carries. He also had a touchdown. Myers had 7 carries for 10, and Dumb had 1 carry for 2 yards, total of 119 yards on 34 attempts by the Northern Cambria Colts. On the ground, through the air, 1 of 2 for 36 yards, 119 on the ground, 36 through the air, 155 total. It is a great defensive effort by the Wildcats. For Homer-Center, McAnulty checked in with 5 carries, 48 yards. Had a pretty good run there of about 42 earlier in the second half. Hill checked in 15 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Colin Troop, big night. He had 92 yards on 23 carries, 1 touchdown for Colin. Total of 40. Noah Henry, had 2 carries for 3 yards. Mike Krajosik, 1 carry, no yardage. Homer had 46 rushing attempts for 209 yards through the air. McAnulty was 7 of 16 for 165 yards and 3 touchdowns, and that's pretty impressive. He had a streak there of about 8 in a row without a completion, but he's going to be good. He's going to bounce back on that. Homer totaled a 374 yards on 209 on the ground and 165 through the air. Pretty complete, especially in that second half. Mark?
-6 for Northern Cambria in the second half. And Ward, from Alaska to Jacksonville, Mississippi, from Tampa, Florida, to Boonesboro, Maryland, and from Hatteras Island, North Carolina to Chicago, Illinois. If they're still listening, they heard you deliver those stats like nobody else can do.
And nobody else wants to do it. I hope Ross is back.
He's back next week. Jerry, I'm sure he's tuned in. Out-of-town scoreboard in the Heritage Conference tonight, of course. Unfortunately, West Shamokin and River Valley canceled due to COVID situation at West Shamokin. In the conference, Purchase Line shuts out United 41-0. Marion Center all over Penns Manor 41-7. Stingers are 2-0. Penns Manor and United 0-2. Purchase Line evens up the record at 1-1. Non-conference play, Heritage Conference newcomer Cambria Heights, an impressive victory on the road at Northern Bedford County, 29-0. And congratulations to former Heritage Conference Appalachian Conference standout Brandon Oberdorf, head coach of the Little Indians. Indiana evens up their record at 1-1. They blast Burrell 44-7.
Good for them.
We'd like to thank our entire crew. Let's go back to Indiana and thank our studio engineer, Michael Bertig, for keeping all of the madness in check here on the radio side on WCCS AM 1160, 101.1 FM, and then he sets up the audio stream with the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Our digital manager, John Smathers, the production on the video side. He's under a staircase. Didn't really see the field. He's staring at a monitor all night. John, thanks for the good work. Caitlin Dotz, Katie, she rode out with us and did the camera work in tight quarters upstairs. Thank you so much for your good work.
She's buying on the way home.
Our lousy spot, no, our good spotter, Denny Mester. What a help he is. Our spotter in the booth, Dennis Mester. Speaking for Ward Hilliard, Mark Bertig reminding you that a big second half for the Wildcats. They put 3 touchdowns on the board, erased a 13-12 deficit on their way to a 32-13 victory over the Northern Cambria Colts as the Wildcats improved to 1-1. Colts dropped to 0-2. Wildcats return home next Friday night. We'll be on the air on the radio side at 6:20 from Memorial Field when the United Lions come to town. Video stream will start around 6:40. From Duffy Doherty Field in Northern Cambria, Pennsylvania, Mark Bertig wishing you a very pleasant